follow you.
2020. We almost blew up the countdown, sorry. 2020, the CranKy Ducklings, Sea Duckling Open, number 93, the first Sea Duckling Open of 2021, and maybe the last, but shh about it. I am your host, Steelmold, still like the metal mold, like the thing you put the metal in so that it retains its shape when it cools down. And joining me today, the legend himself. Give it up for mLty!
Hello, hi everybody. My name is mLty and I'm happy to be casting with you guys tonight.
Now, here's the concept of countdown, mLty. When someone is counting us down
Sorry, I was
to go live.
I had a question and I didn't process that. Hey, I should hold my question to you. Like, wait a sec. It's all right. It's a rough start, but we can only go up from here, right? Now, I'm really excited. We got a ZVP to cast.
Yeah, we do. We're going to start up with yNeris versus Zergg. Let's see if our players are ready. Zergg is a brand new appearance in the tournament from the Philippines. And you got yNeris. yNeris was just today crowned the best SDO player of 2020, having achieved 6 Final Four appearances. 5 of those are second places finishes.
That is incredibly impressive. Like just the consistency throughout a year to make it and consistently get to the finals in these tournaments is incredibly difficult. Especially considering sometimes very, very good players show up who are very close on the border. And so, it's a bit rough, but hey, that consistency does get you there. I'm really excited to see what kind of match we have tonight, because I'm not actually very familiar with either of these players. I've never seen them play it myself, but that's because I'm not very familiar with the SDO players nowadays.
Mm-hmm. Well, yNeris we know pretty well. And Zergg, is, like I said, it's their very first appearance in our tournament. So we'll see where that goes. I'm not even sure about their rankings. I just went with it.
I checked their rankings. I believe they're both platinum, at least on NA. I'm not sure about on other servers, but at least on NA they're both like platinum, around 100 MMR difference. So it should be relatively fine.
Well, yNeris I think is diamond on EU. Yeah.
Okay.
From Romania, so that's their home turf, if you will. Anyway, speaking of home turf, we are on Submarine LE, where we all live in an LE submarine. We're in the southeast corner of the map, making the very first debut in our tournaments. All the way from the Philippines, our teal Zergg is, well, Zergg.
And in the upper right-hand corner, in the red, playing Protoss from Romania, I believe it was yNeris. yNeris?
We just say yNeris.
Like
I ignore the Y. The Y is silent.
The Y is silent. Good to know. yNeris.
The current reigning second place finisher, the current reigning upper, if you will. For twice in a row, finished up the 2020 as it run up. Twice losing to Konioo in the finals in some epic PvPs, some pretty crazy stuff. Konioo is a very cheesy Protoss, so we had some very the proper. What's the term I'm looking for? Peak PvP, peak PvP.
Yeah, peak PvP indeed. And I'm very interested to see what Zergg has in store for us today, because they started with a 12 pool and they're getting a very, very quick gas geyser, which is not the most common follow-up to a 12 pool, but these 4-lings should chew away the probe and it doesn't get back in. So the Protoss, yNeris, doesn't actually know how much gas is being mined. This is a bit of a concern. I do want to check that.
Yeah, yNeris is trying to get up on the ramp, but Zergg is blocking it pretty nicely.
Yes.
Zergg isn't being super aggressive here at all. Just getting those 4 lings before the swarm force, and that's it. Macroing ever since. It's just drones from now on, it seems.
Yeah, and then a single zealot. So like, not. I don't think this was an overreaction by yNeris here. Single
Mhm.
zealot. yNeris had a probe down on the low ground just in case, like Zerglings were actually going across. But now we've got a double gas and a roach horn on the way. Ooh, this is very exciting. Do you think we're gonna see a whole bunch of Ravagers here?
Yeah, that'd be a good idea. It's a nice way to break down the Protoss wall, from a safe distance. Dunking from afar. The NBA method. And Nerisi is going with a Stargate, so it's not going to be stuff that's usually good against roaches easily, because it'd probably go with an Oracle.
Yeah, and then this looks very normal. And oh, they're getting Overlord speed as well. This is interesting. Are they going to try and get Dropper Lords? I'm very curious what the play is.
I mean, I suppose maybe it's for survivability of Overlords.
Maybe.
Could be. But yeah, it looks like Nerisi is not going to be prepared to deal with any roach beef, if you will. Oh, it's 7 roaches being made. I don't think this is Ravagers. I think this. You're right. This could be just roach drops.
Roach drops is a very interesting way.
Let's see if Alair is coming up pretty soon.
Yeah, but with that Robo coming, I believe that Yneris is on a little bit of a timer. You can't, because once you get like enough Immortals out, then it's pretty difficult for a Roach player to beat Immortals. Though with the Oracle, instead of a Void Race,
the Oracle sees the two speedy. I was surprised not just speedy Gonzalez, but it's speedy Gon Overlords. So Yneris knows something is up, but not sure quite what. Brings the Oracle back home. Now the Roaches are pushing forward here. They're still not Ravagers.
Oh, if we can deny Warp Gate here, that would be really nice. But I believe Zergg is just going to try and focus on getting in. No, they're backing up a little bit. Now they're trying to focus down that Cyber Core. And oh, you can get it. I believe in you.
See how useful a North is against Roaches?
Yeah, it's turning out to be doing more than I thought. These Roaches do have to go back. We do have that layer on the way as well as Ling Speed. And so Zergg does still have a bit of a follow-up, but I'm interested to see how they do versus like the Void Ray that I believe is now popped.
Yeah, it's only one though. I like that Yneris isn't like committing to anything too crazy. But Stargate units are pretty expensive. Yneris is just getting extra batteries instead of just committing to more units before knowing what Zergg is going for. Twilight Council coming up for Yneris, so we're gonna have like a more varied tech path finally opening up with the Robo and the Twilight Council rather than just the Stargate.
Yes, and a very nice revelation there. So now Yneris has eyes on the Roaches, so Yneris can be extra sure like exactly where the army of their opponent is. Now both players are taking similarly timed third bases, which is very interesting. Generally, as Zergg, you want to be a bit ahead in bases by like, I believe it's half a mineral line, was the logic that I was always told. But still, by no means is Zergg complete out of it. They just, I believe they have to do something, maybe like tech to lurkers a bit quicker than normal. Because I would be a bit worried to be in this position, at least personally.
I mean, quite worried. Yneris is quite ahead in workers. Going to be on par with base in terms of base counts. Got the Overlord cleanup crew running around the map, cleaning up. So Zergg is pretty much blind on the map. The creep spread is decent. It's going up to the middle of the map, but there are entire paths to the third base that are just completely blind for Zergg. That's how I'm going to pronounce it from now on. You have to stretch the Zergg.
Zergg. I like it. But yes, another thing I do like is Kuro pointing out that the Spire is going down, and so a massive Mutaswitch might be the play that I was I mentioned for Zergg to get back into the gas.
So we have got Zergg on 4 gases. Maybe kind of needs a bit more than that, especially if you want to also have roaches on the ground. Kind of need that. Yneris is getting Storm though, so the Mutalisks, they don't do well against Storm.
Yeah, like I have lost many a Mutaflock to being stormed by like 2 High Templar. Um, so I'm more than familiar with that pain, and I'm very curious. The Mutalisk is almost done, but oh, there's a small bit of a supply block. So we got 5 Overlords on the way to help clear out that supply block because Zerg knows that they want the mutas and they want them now, but 1,000 gas. 10 mutas can do quite a bit of damage, especially considering for anti-air there's like 2 Void Rays and 2 Stalkers and an Archon. It's like not all that much.
Well, Zerg is getting flyer attack. Okay, there are the mutas. There is muta coming.
Yes.
Dropping setup mist here. They do have charge, so it's going to be probably charge loss. Just a simple charge loss.
And this goes completely unscouted. Immediately, the drones have to get pulled, and things are getting pulled back. And he scouts the popping mutas. This is almost the worst case scenario.
Yeah. And it cleans up this mineral line. Well, it just evacuates this mineral line. Forces a reaction from Zerg. Even gets one of the gases, so that really hampers Zerg's ability to make mutas. Remember, Zerg is only on 4 gases, 4 extractors. Did not get the 3rd base extractors. So the gas is going to be very, very bad for Zerg for making mutas.
Yes, but he still has a decent-sized Roach army on the ground, and maybe with the mutas it would dive in, pop those Immortals, harden shields, and then go for it. I believe this is a fight that you can take, but you have to be very, very careful with it.
Yeah, Yneris does have Storm, does have an Archon on the ground, so these are things that mutas really, really don't like to be around. And got these 2 Phoenix Ages, just flying around, scouting where the army is, even catching a muta here and there, which is already great.
What
Roaches don't care for Storm. Yeah, so Roaches can survive a good amount of storms before they actually take damage, but these 3 Immortals are just doing so much damage.
You know, those Immortals just tearing through the Roaches, and the +1 flyer attacks is finally done, and we're getting more ground upgrades now from the Zerg, but just Zerg doesn't have enough gas. Like, they need to take like more gases, take a 4th base, which they're trying to now,
but Yneris already has Zealots jumping on top of it, so it's gonna get sniped, not a cancel.
Oof.
Oh, the main army is using that opportunity to sneak around into the 3rd base.
Yeah, but it's spotted on creep, and there's no observer to clear out the creep. But are they going to get the base? Because you could probably focus it down.
It's going to be an overextension.
Maybe.
This go back. Yneris will have to storm their own army.
Yeah, but most of the Immortals have gone down, though, which is very nice. But I don't think there's like enough, or no, only one of the Immortals actually. Sorry, I was hiding under the Void Rays.
The Chargers are going to complement or resupply that army pretty well. Only 2 Immortals remaining, but there are also the Void Rays, remember. They're pretty good against the Roaches. GG is called. Yneris will be taking game number 1.
And what a game that was. Zerg tried to do some early things to throw off Yneris, but Zerg just wasn't quite able to pull everything together. I really like the muta play, though, and I'm curious if they might try something similar in game number 2, but we have to wait and see what the map is going to be.
Well, that was I have a rule of thumb on this. Once a muta switcher, always a muta switcher.
Very fair.
If you see a Zerg switch to Mutalisks once, they're going to do it again.
I mean, as a Zerg who switches to mutas, I really like printing mutas, so I'm definitely fall into that camp. Once a muta switcher, always a muta switcher.
Muta printer go.
Exactly. And hey, we now have the next map, and I'm really excited. Because this map, I believe I can say the map Death Aura, is going to be the next map. Has rich Vespene geysers, which is always good for muta printing.
All right, players are ready. Let's get to it. Double check everything else, and we go. Let's check about the rest of our bracket. We do have a elimination bracket for you today, so that's nice. So it was nice to see that. We have the return of Konioo, the current reigning champion. Kind of excited. The Konioo is on the opposite side of the bracket from yNeris. Let's see if they kind of meet at the finals again. It's gonna be pretty exciting to see that. We have the return of Legend K, the return of Bodybag. We got Elegacy, Babylon is here, Orko, TM. I believe that's their first appearance. I don't remember that name. Wait, what happened? Oh, my screen scrolled on its own all the way to the side, and I thought the game was stuck, frozen, but no, it's just I wasn't looking at the game. Anyway, we are on LE, the deathiest of all the maps in the current map pool. We're in the northwest corner of the map. All the way from the land of the Philippines are Blue Zergg. That was it, that was the name.
Okay, and in the bottom right-hand corner, coming from Romania, I think it was. I really need to write these things down. It is the red Protoss player of yNeris. Now, yNeris is going for a much more standard build this time around, like from both sides, by the looks of it, with the standard gate gas, and then I believe it's 20 Nexus. Normally not 100% sure, and then hatch gas pool from the Zerg. So we've got a fairly standard game on our hands, which is kind of nice to see.
Yeah, it's a nice thing to get out of the way before all the cannon rushes later in the tournament. Once we get to start to see Konioo. Okay, I can't wait for that. It's gonna be epic. Konioo is the current 2 times in a row reigning SDO champion. Mm-hmm. 2 of them won against yNeris in epic PvPs. Kuro is informing us that Konioo is an artist. Okay.
Yes, good to know that the artist Konioo. I really hope to cast one of the games, because canon artists are always fun to watch. Less fun to play against, but very, very fun to watch.
Konioo has supplied some very interesting games, canon rushes that evolved. Well, I say evolved, devolved into carriers, wars in the air. It's bizarre and it's fun and it's great. I like that the cannon rushing has become such, especially in PvP, has become such a, like, it's almost not cheese anymore. It's like this standard opening that can just a game can develop out of.
Yeah. And speaking of a standard opening that a game can develop out of, looks like we've got a Stargate opener from our Zerg opponent, which I believe is gone unscouted from the Zerg. But now that Zerg,
is that Stargate opening from a Zerg opponent? That's not how it works.
From Protoss against the Zerg player Zerg, but Zerg does now see it, and they might even get away with this Overlord, depending on how quickly the Stalker goes. It was a Stalker building. We do have a very fast lair, that's like almost a 3-minute lair going down. I'm really curious what the plan here is.
And there's no Roach Warren, so it's not going to be any kind of that kind of play. Maybe Lignitus? Question mark.
I mean, it could also be Mutas again. It wouldn't be the strangest thing in the world, and the gas income,
like it's more gases though.
Yeah, but I believe you'd get them about now. Oh, the Adept goes down.
Surrounded. Very nice catch for Zerg. That means yNeris is pretty much blind until the Oracle comes in and starts scouting around. Not gonna know about the lair until it's way finished.
Exactly. And no tech immediately from the Zerg, just keeping an eye on that production tab, as the Oracle takes quite a bit of shield damage right away, and then just casts Revelation and wanders off. Just to try and keep it alive. Very good play. In case it does another Roach Printer, it's always good to have that Oracle to DPS down the Ravager eggs, but no tech as of yet, which intrigues me. They're just
droning up. But, well, they kind of have to. I mean, yNeris has been making nothing but probes so far. Look at the worker count here. This has been macroing up really nicely. Now getting a Templar Archive, so going to go very quickly into Storm capability. Maybe Archon drops? Possibly. There's the Spire being transpired.
Yes, that Spire is now coming down, and from the Zerg, we do got a decent gas income. They're on 4 gases, and they do have the not, like, they've got like 2 base saturation effectively, which is good enough. But you really want just like a bit more, especially considering you have a 3rd base, and Protoss is now taking a 3rd base of their own, like maybe drone to like 8 drones here, maybe take like a gas or 2. But these Lings might be able to reply.
The thick boy is in the he's at the gate. Not letting them run. I mean, technically, Zerglings should be able to run between the legs of the Stalker, right?
You know, I would buy that. I would like that balance change. It would make my life so much easier.
You of all people, yeah.
Yes, like me, I think No Regret would be another one who would really like that balance change. mLty maybe would be another big fan, but
maybe an imbalance change, you mean?
Yes.
No, mLty. See, if that would be the balance change, mLty would never make Zerglings. It would never Zergling rush anymore.
That would be so sad. We do have this Archon drop, which is now here, getting mostly dealt with. Although that is a lot of Lings. That is
getting
a lot
all of the Zerglings. It's a lot of Lings. It's a lot of Lings. It's a lot of Lings. Sorry, I have to sing that.
It's a lot of Lings.
I have to sing that every time someone says a lot of Lings, because it just sounds like it's such a lyrical, like, phrase.
Definitely. And these Archons are also doing a good job of keeping this creep back. And are they gonna get? Oh, just barely picking up in time. Nice job to not lose an Archon, because that is actually just the worst case scenario.
But the Mutars are on the way.
Muta printer go burr. And I am excited. I know we do have
coming up for yNeris. Not a lot of anti-air for yNeris. No storm. Only one Stalker. Yeah. This game might go very differently than the previous one.
Because I don't really like see that, like there aren't really any air units, and on the ground it's like a Stalker and 2 Archons, cotton balls is what I wanted to call them, and just like you can avoid the cotton balls and be just fine, like clearing out a probe line or 2.
Yeah, and in the previous game, yNeris also had a lot of cannons. Now there's nothing. yNeris completely did not expect the Muta switch here.
Yes.
And they are munching on the mineral line. 7, 8 probes dead, 11, 12, getting a 14, 14, 15, getting a 16, 16 probes, gonna get a 17 probes. Some of them get a natural, getting 17 probes, 17, 9 probes, 21 probes, 25, 27, 27, you're getting 28, can get a 30, can get a 30, can get a 30 if the mutants come back to the natural. Get a 29, going for the... We're sold for 29 probes.
That is 29 probes, and because he got the warp prism, yNeris is forced to kill their own gateway, so the Archons can go back and forth. Because like I feel like yNeris could have lost more probes there to Zerg's mutas at the 3rd base, because I just don't think there was that much of a defense. But now Phoenixes are being made, and well, Zerg can switch into a big ground army, just like get a whole bunch of roaches and lings, and just if they don't die to the counter push, I feel like Zerg is in a really, really good spot here to take this game.
Now, yNeris research Storm, but does not have any High Templars. So, no Storm, technically. This is looking very rough for a Protoss player this time.
Yeah, there aren't that many roaches, and so it's a very ling-heavy army, but the Zealots are doing a good job of like clearing up a lot of these lings, and now it's just left with roaches and ravagers, and there isn't that much of an army at the minute. Lings are reinforced.
yNeris does have force fields available, and even Guardian Shield, but and sentries are just moving around, doing nothing. Looks like yNeris is unraveling here, but nice dodge of the Biles. The Immortals are still alive, they can still clean up the ground, but there's not a lot of anti-air left. Maybe yNeris can actually clean this up, though. It does have that Phoenix running around. It's still alive.
16 drones going down, though. You had to... Zergg did pull the drones, but like pulling them into an Archon is not the ideal play. So now the worker count is even, and yNeris is on equal bases, but we do have things getting recalled out. Oh, it dies, the Archon dies, and the Zealots are gonna go to like kind of waste. They might get a Roach or two, but
I mean, no, it's pretty important. They're actually going to doing a lot of work here because they got a few more Roaches, and it's very important right now because yNeris has very little army supply, so any unit that you kill on the Zerg side is good. So that the retaliation would be survivable. Now we finally have a lot of High Templars. Let's see if yNeris turns them into Archons and just lets them charge up. Got a couple of Immortals ready. So yNeris does have some defenses, including, you know, you have shield batteries, you have shield overcharge available. So there is the ability to defend, but most importantly, yNeris on 73 workers compared to Zergg's 44. So yNeris has recoverability, and Zergg is not retaliating. Not yet, at least.
Yeah, Zergg is trying to drone up again. They've gotten, like, they're trying to rebuild that economy, but it is so hard. yNeris is taking a 4th base, building more shield batteries, building cannons, and like really entrenching down on 4 bases. And so I feel like the play for Zergg is just like try and double expand or something, and just like drone to maybe 80 and then try and come back in the later game with Hydras or something. But like some tech switch has to be made, I feel like, because just sitting on Roach Ravager for the rest of the game, like even if it's even adding Zerglings, I don't think is quite gonna be able to do as good as Zergg needs it to, just considering there's so many Immortals and Archons.
And yNeris has just been preparing for the retaliation, making cannons, making shield batteries, trying to make any kind of arm units. Oh, shout out to Phoenix Tears, thank you for that raid. Welcome back.
With the army is slightly out of position here, getting one of the pylons, and also going to deny a massive warp in there, which is really nice. You might be able to get this Nexus here, depending on...
should be able to get that, but is that the thing that's going to be killing yNeris here? And in fact, not focusing the... Okay, now focusing the Nexus. There's the Storm, though! The Ravagers, they're so vulnerable to the Storm! Zergg may have overextended here, got the Nexus, but going to lose the entire army. And look, the army supplies have been reset, and yNeris, with the better economy and the better tech, is going to have the upper hand here. yNeris just got the 4th base, by the way, so this wasn't an entirely too bad of an economical loss. This is looking very bad for Zergg at the moment. Although, nice resupply of the army.
Yeah, they did manage to get an army again.
Yeah, but like I said, it's a low-tech army compared to what yNeris is cooking up.
But especially if you can...
Yeah, go ahead.
Go on. Or no, I was just going to say, it's like, especially considering that like yNeris is getting a 5th base here, I would be incredibly worried to just be on this low of tech, and getting 15 more drones is nice, and it will let Zergg get more like tech units, but just I don't think you can actually fight this army. I think you just have to play like deny whack-a-mole with bases. Yeah,
well, gonna get this 5th base maybe? Question mark? Nice. Zergg sees what yNeris has to defend here with, so gonna have to pull away. It says 4 Immortals, 5 Archons, and a lot of Storms available. And 1 Stalker, just you know. You gotta have some Dark Templar representation.
Yes, exactly. You know, keep the Nerazim happy.
We missed the Muta switch here. There's 15 Mutas on the way for Zergg.
I really like this idea, but 2 Stargates are on the way, and so these Mutas are on a bit of a timer. But I feel like these Mutas can definitely clean up like a large amount of probes, especially with the army this far across the map.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I say Muta switch, but I know that I realized that there were already Mutas in the game, so it's not technically a switch. It's fine. Just it's a reswitch, if you will. Anyway, yNeris coming in here. This is the 4th base of Zergg. Should be going down pretty easily. Let's see if yNeris overstays their welcome. Great, a lot of piles there. But the storms, Buckley, the storms. They're so good. Oh, the Mutas run right into the storms and the Archons, and they bunch themselves up. But there's very little anti-air left, and yNeris will have to evacuate, losing, I think, all of the High Templars. Yeah, all the High Templars are lost.
Yeah, that was not a good trade. And these roaches getting cleaned up here by yNeris, I'm like, I don't know, man. Like Zergg, he has
struggling. Now there's a lot of stalkers here. The Mutalisks really can't survive, and there's 5 immortals left. 11 High Templars being warped in at the same time. A lot of them going to be turned into Archons. It's going to be a nice anti-Mutalisk army there for yNeris. This looks like a mini game on an arcade game.
Yeah, like
Zealots fighting Mutalisks.
My casual, it's like, they just got to build a tower, like channel their inner cheerleader to swipe at those mutas.
They're gonna build a pyramid of zealots, and the last one is just gonna swipe at the Mutalisks.
Yes, exactly. the best play. Blizzard wants that balance patch coming through. Let me pyramid my zealots.
Zealotamid, pure zealot, pure lot. I'm trying to
pure lot. Yes.
Term. Yeah, it's not going to work. Marketing has not approved our suggestion.
Yeah, we'll have to let the marketing team work on that one a little bit longer. But this is so many Phoenix. The mutas are getting stormed, and I don't know. This is a massive army. So much anti-air here.
GG. Oof, second game was a much rougher one for both players.
Yeah,
yNeris was able to maintain. It looked a bit rough there for a second. It looked like Zergg really had the upper hand when the attacks from yNeris just really couldn't do much, and the entire army got basically reset. But there was no retaliation. The Zergg just stayed back and gave the Protoss time to recover, which is what you should never do. Never give Protoss time.
Exactly.
Time is a really good player, and he's really good at TVP.
Yes, time is really, really good. Especially versus Protoss. What a game. I'm very, very curious to see how yNeris deals with more players in the future, because we do have, I believe, some results from the bracket.
Yeah, we have Bodybag winning 2-0 versus Legend K, and we'll go up against yNeris, which should probably be our next series. Let's tell everybody that. I remember, where is Bodybag from? I don't remember. Let's check. Bodybag is from, wait, what is HR in country code? Croatia. Okay, so we should probably go to EU. Okay, right?
EU, maybe.
Yeah.
All right. So looks like.
Let's talk to the players. And as we're on the bracket, we have Elegacy winning 2-0 versus Babylon. We got Nicegamer, not to be confused with Nice username. It's a different Nice. Winning 2-0 versus Tagged Once, and that was it. Hold up. Yeah, let's switch to EU. Hopefully, everyone finds each other there. we have an issue on the EU server where there's a Ducklings chat and there's a Ducklings group, and you can be in one but not both. So that kind of always messes up our situation.
Yes, but it looks like we're getting everyone. Oh wait, no, my game just put me in a loading screen. Interesting. Well, I'm still here, I think, so...
You are in the party.
Alright, so as long as I'm still in the party, like, things are fine. I
In the
really need
Euro
to...
party.
It's the Euro party. yNeris versus Bodybag.
Euro party.
You know, I actually have been on a Euro like dance pop kick, and like I've listened to a whole bunch of it lately, and it's been really fun. Like early to mid 2000s Euro dance pop is.
I mean, it's been getting a lot of shit, but it's kind of one of those things that was just like fun, and never hurt anybody, other than people who got too drunk. Europop is Eurodance is it's just fun electronic music.
Exactly, it's fun, and it looks like both of our players are ready, and I am excited to see another ZVP from yNeris. I'm curious how Bodybag plays, because that was just such an interesting last series. I'm curious how this one will go.
Will they go home a winner, or will they go home in a body bag? That's the correct response for that joke.
I wasn't expecting that one. That was pretty good. I do say.
Welcome. You wanted to cast with the CranKy Ducklings. This is what you get.
Yeah, no, it's I'm having a good time. This has been very fun.
I'm having a good time. I'm having fun. It's fine. All right, everyone. Welcome to Romanticide, where love goes to die. LE. We're in the southeast corner of the map, all the way from the lands of Croatia. Give it up for our green Zergg. It's the Bodybag.
And in the top left-hand corner, hailing from Romania, it is the Teal Protoss this time around, yNeris.
Alright, Bodybag with a pull first.
It's a very early
A little aggressive. Yeah, that's usually a sign of aggression. There's a
is this
sneaking in? It's a spine rush? Question mark?
This might be alright. So Railgun posted a video, I think, like yesterday. It might be today, doing exactly this. You build a hatchery right here. And as Protoss, you have to wall off.
With a forge.
Yes. Well, I mean, a forge, get cannons up, and you have to defend this somehow, because it's a 12 pool, so you do have lings on the way. But you need to... But this is such a scary thing. Oh no, okay.
Alright. So the Zealot is out, gonna start doing some damage on that hatchery. Zerglings are on the way, they're coming in. Bodybag is sending out Zerglings. Oh, it's chasing the probe there. Making sure there's no proxies being set up. Alright, Zealot at the gate, holding up pretty nicely.
Yeah, this is a very careful dance, because you can't let the Zerglings get in, but you also have to. You can't let them kill your gate. You do need like 2 zealots.
Yeah. And also at the same time have an occasional swipe of the hatchery. Alright, the cannon is up though. The cannon and the zealot should be okay. No shield batteries though.
No shield batteries, and no like the cyber core is like such a ways off. He is getting a nexus, and yNeris holds for now, but I feel like you need more units. Like I would definitely be so scared I'm gonna get a second zealot just because we have Zergling being made here on the bottom.
Yeah, the Zerglings are in the base. Oh, but they're not moving anywhere. Okay, the cannon should be able to deal with them.
If you like, you gotta pool them, run them around. Oh, that's still in range of the cannon. Oh wait, but that one isn't.
Alright, the Zealot is coming in to deal with that. Queen is out. Well, just
I'd
get
get
some
some creep
creep
down.
spread. It's so annoying. Creep spread in your own base. It's unfair. Oh, but the Zilla does get the creep tumor.
And it'll definitely a big win to not let that creep spread like completely deny, because a lot of the time, because I do this build very occasionally, and a lot of the time my response will be to like do a Ravager all in off of like 2 bases, and so being able to clear up the creeps so you can build the shield batteries faster is very, very nice.
All right, Bodybag looks like Bodybag is planning something similar because we have the Roach Warren on the way. YNeris is getting a Stargate. The wall was held. yNeris is ahead in workers. Bodybag looks like they are starting to chase up in the worker supply. It's the mutant of a wall with the Kuro pylon at the front, the cannon.
Yeah, I feel like this is a very like GSL 2010 Season 2 wall. Like just like trying to get Xel'Naga Caverns. That's what this makes me think of. Is trying to get a wall on Xel'Naga Caverns.
It's the only wall, the wall that is the result of like a scarred existence, a scarred birth, if you will.
Yes.
Of a wall, a troubled youth.
That is definitely not the ideal wall. That wall has been through some things. I might need a therapist one day.
You Teddy Creeper is back, man.
We do have
nice
a depth going in. Yes, very nice. And at least 1 drone, 2. Will we get 3, do you think?
Yeah, we should get 3. Yep, there's
3.
3, maybe even 4, maybe 5. Gonna get 5. Gonna 5. Yeah, that's 1 shot. 1 more shot. And get 5. No. Looks like no. No. Looks like the Reese stopped targeting, so it's we're done. The Reese is like, nah, I'm out.
And a 4 is good enough. 4 for 2 adepts, that's a pretty good trade. I'll take that trade.
Got a creep tumor and 4 drones and a good scout.
Exactly.
Now there's an oracle follow-up. Yep,
the
let's get caught out by the queen here.
Oh, barely denying. That is such a nice play. Buying YNeris to deny the 3rd base, you have to pull out another drone, and that makes it 5 drone kills, which is, always nice.
I feel the muscle that Bodybags just pulled in his stomach. I felt that.
Yeah, that was...
It's like this...
Definitely tilting.
So unsatisfying.
If you catch me on a bad day, and kill my drone like that, I might just leave the game because I'm I'm not having a fun time. But that's only if I'm incredibly tilted.
I'm straight up not having a good time, bro.
Exactly. But we do have some nice creep spread. We do have Overlord speed once again on the way, and a layer that is reasonably timed. And the economy is actually looking pretty good here for Bodybag. It could be better. He's a bit behind, but not overly. So this isn't a depth sit that you can't. Just if he holds down that drone printer for a bit, you can get there. But he's supply blocked, I think, and there isn't an Overlord on the way, which does worry me a little bit. But
there's a hatchery on the way, so at least there's going to be some.
True.
No, True is in the army. We got that. Templar Archives on the way. Fundraise. You wanted to cast with me.
And I did.
You volunteered.
I did volunteer as tribute. I'm not. It has been a while since I have casted with someone who, when I say True, they say no, True's in the army. So I have to keep that in mind. We do have a Hydra Den on the way. Slightly changing topics.
Yeah. It's Bodybag is still behind on workers. yNeris has a very well-established 3rd base. Could be even getting a 4th if Bodybag just, kicks back and relaxes. yNeris might be getting, could get very greedy, getting a lot of cannons at home. Got a bit burnt out, burnt a little bit in the previous game, in the previous series. Without having any static defenses against Mutalisks. I like the brazen. What's it called?
Yes.
Time warp, not time warp.
Stasis Ward?
Stasis. I was blank out on the name of it for some reason. It's one of those things. Like I'm always like time warp. It's not a time warp. It's stasis ward. Kind of.
Eventually we get there, but hey, that's what co-casters are for. We get there together.
Yeah. And anyway, YNeris is getting Storm, getting Templars to charge up some energy. She's going to go very well against Hydralisks. It's one of the best counters for Hydralisks is Storm.
Yes, my favorite thing I was told is when we first had Microbial Shroud, I was told, like, oh, yeah, no, just put it over your Hydras. And then my Protoss player friend responded, oh, I would love that. I love a Storm here button. Or indicator, I guess.
Yeah, where to put the Storm? Put Storm here. It's like a smoke grenade to mark targets. Something.
Exactly, like calling in an airstrike only for the Protoss player on your own units, which is a little less than I do. We do have lurkers on the way, and I'm hoping we do see some Microbial Shroud. We do have like some creeps, highway-esque things coming over here, and this is a not insignificant army.
Stepping stones, creep stepping stones.
I like the creeps, but there's no ling speed, which is a bit unfortunate.
But it's now starting, so I'm guessing Bodybag just now noticed it as well. Why are these circling so far behind? Oh! Nice catch on that Phoenix.
Denying air units is
no parking.
Always
no parking in this area. If you park your Phoenix here, it will disappear. No?
Hey, I like it. And that is a very bold fourth base. There's an army right here, but I don't think he knows about it.
Yeah, Bodybag does not see this. Has no idea about it.
He's right there.
It's a very sneaky.
Over a bit.
Shh! Make a sound.
Oh, we're hiding. In plain sight. The best place to hide.
Oh, did you notice that? Still no vision.
Oh, come on! You're killing me, Small.
The probe is just sneaking around there. And still owns it. Sees the probe. Okay, now checking it. Oh wait, there's an entire base here, but YNeris gets the cancel on it.
Yeah, that is nice. At least he got the cancel, which is nice. A revelation.
Got the revelation on the Ravagers, but sorry, Lurkers. That's a really nice catch.
Yes.
Bodybag really can't stay there.
But hey, we got his upgrades finishing now, +2 missile attacks, and Carapace is not far behind, and that is a large number of Hydras that are finishing here in just a sec. There's also Baneling Nest on the way. I like it.
The main armies are going to clash here in the middle of the map. Bodybag is revelated in the the storms, Bobby, the storms.
You know, those storms are really good. We got some lurkers back here, which like they can do some work, but like
there's no detection other than the Oracle. There we go. Now everything's revelated.
Mortals are pretty good. Now, the army for Bodybag, it does disappear. There's an infestation put on the way, but giving away some Hydras is not what you want. But hey, the armies isn't that bad for Bodybag. Just like get more lurkers and don't die to run-bys, and I believe maybe take another base and try and max out, and you can really get here.
You say don't die to run-bys, you mean don't lose half your Hydra supply for run-bys.
That would be ideal.
YNeris is getting Fleet Beacon and 2 more Stargates, so we're gonna have some, I'm assuming, carriers on the way here.
Carriers are definitely very, very trendy nowadays, and it is very difficult for Zergs to deal with if you get too far behind, because you need either a good number of infestors, at least in my opinion, or you need really well upgraded corruptors. And getting to both of those states requires a good economy, which doesn't always necessarily happen in that probe. How bold is that probe? Just there's Zerglings running by.
Steel Gust, take 3. #Thug Life.
#Thug Life indeed, as that is a very big Zealot weapon. I wonder if they'll do a second one, as we do have a pause for school.
Yeah, for those who don't know, YNeris it's a school day.
It is a school day. What time is it over there?
YNeris is on Zoom school. It's I want to say 12 p.m. Yeah, 12 p.m. in the EU. So about lunchtime. So this happens. Several of our players who are quite young in the EU, um, and they're playing during school hours on Zoom. So every now and again, the teacher asks a question, and they have to pause the game.
Nice, nice. I like it. The Zerglings, a couple of them are lost, but hey, today I learned. You can play StarCraft while in school. It's a fun time.
Yeah, like I said, I'm very jealous. I'm very jealous of the Zoomers. They get to the Zoomer gamers. They get to game while in school. That's so cool.
It is. Back in my day, the only games we had were cool math hyphen games. You had to do it during your computer class.
You had to skip school to play video games.
Yes, I did that more often than I'd care to admit. I, especially to follow WCS EU, back when that was the thing, I would like be sick and then just to stay home and keep up with European StarCraft.
Who needs school?
Exactly. In school, it's overrated.
Yeah. You learn in GSL. You learn a lot more.
Exactly.
Alright, that's a lot of static defenses for Yneris, but Banelings are
holding a lot of Banelings.
The probes have been evacuated. The Banelings just waste themselves on the Nexus, only doing shield damage, but they're gonna get a cancel on that 5th base.
And so keeping Protoss on 4 bases, I believe, is very important. If you let Protoss get established like a good 5th base, then the game becomes so much harder for you as the Zerg player. And so backing off here, I believe, is a right call. You just need more anti-air.
We got 7 Immortals. We got 4 Archons, 5 High Templars with energy. Ooh.
This is such a scary army. I am terrified.
And no carriers. Now the carriers are coming.
Carrier has arrived.
Carriers reporting.
It's a nice silhouette run by. Does get cleaned up by Bodybag, but still dealing good damage. And his 4-person is still here, still able to I'm gonna make, I'm hold down my Z key, wave my mouse around a bit, and yeah, let's have another run by going. This is a good time, guys.
Definitely a good idea. Bodybag getting a hive finally. Not a lot of static defenses for Bodybag. I mean, you usually, you see carriers. I'm gonna start getting some spore forests just to make areas that are no-go zones for Protoss air units, so you can just sort of control at least some of the map. But as it is, the carriers just way up on the sky, just killing everything, while the super beefy army on the ground is untouchable.
That army is just terrifying to fight into. We got another run by, just ravaging a drone line. As this army just storms go down, blanket absolutely everything. And Bodybag is not looking good here.
Looks like he's getting zipped up in a Bodybag.
I mean, yes, Bodybag is almost meeting his namesake here, as Carrier's just absolutely another base going down. 29 drones dead so far, make it 32. And there isn't really a thing. There's nothing to fall back on.
Pretty much the end. Yeah, Yneris' army is all alive and well, still maxed out. Basically only making interceptors and cannons. That's all you need to make anymore.
I mean, Yneris could fall asleep here, or school could, teacher could call Yneris, and Yneris could just forget to pause.
Tactical school intervention.
Yes, and that might save Bodybag here, but this army is just so scary. And I understand Bodybag's perspective, because sometimes you just want to.
What happened? We're frozen. I'm frozen.
We're frozen. Oh no.
No. Oh no. Rip.
And it's sometimes as a player you want to stay in the game, just try and all right, think about what did I do wrong? What can I do next time? Exactly. Just like help you process and think about the next game. And even then, like occasionally it'll be a really weird game, and you're like, oh, I have a bunch of hidden bases. So, hey, now we're going again. And so if like in the case you do have a hidden base, you don't want to just like leave and say, oh yeah, no, and give away the fact that you don't actually have anything.
What happened? YNeris just stormed. Nothing.
Himself. Okay.
I think maybe it had like lag or something. He thought there was something there.
Maybe, I don't know, or just like
celebration
storms.
It's just storm everywhere just to make sure.
Exactly. Just like be 100%. There's absolutely nothing over here.
All right.
And that was an interesting game one. Well played by both players, but yNeris managing to come out on top once again.
Yeah, and looks like it's going to be Bodybag's map choice. So
Curious what he picked. Because at least for me, I would like a smaller map so that it is more difficult for Protoss to... he said he needs a minute.
Okay. In the meantime, well, we'll take that minute to tell you about our Patreon page. !Patreon in chat. We'll take you to our Patreon page if you want to support the CranKy Ducklings and see more of us, assuming the API of this Blizzard works. Never mind. Support us on Patreon. Pledge your support for $5 or more, and you will get access to our subscribers-only chat in Discord and replay packs from the many professional tournaments that we are organizing or casting in, including the Latin American tournaments, Sea Weekly, Grand Platypus Open. Very nice replay packs that you can learn a lot from very good professional players. Or you can just subscribe to CranKy Ducklings right here on Twitch. Oh, I thought I said Twitter for some reason, but no, it's Twitch. You can't subscribe on Twitter. It doesn't work this way.
You can also subscribe on YouTube, but I don't think subscribing on YouTube gets you access to the subscriber channel.
It does give you notifications when our VODs go up on YouTube, so there's that.
It does. Yeah, it definitely does.
Alright, so we have Bodybag coming back. Yeah, I think they just relogged to try and shake up whatever connection issue that was.
Yeah.
We're still waiting on Bodybag's map pick.
So I'm very curious how Bodybag will approach it, because I know my play here would be to like do some dirty cheese.
Quirky saying I do a very good mLty impression. Thank you.
Exactly. I've been working on my mLty impression for quite a long time. I'm very proud of it.
And I've been working on my Steelmold impression. Very good. I get the accent perfectly. I get the sound. It's very good. It's very nice.
Exactly. We got there. I have a button to switch microphones, so we can switch between sounding like Steelmold or sounding like mLty at will. It's very nice.
Yeah. See like that. And see now we're switched. Now I'm Steelmold. I'm back to being me. And mLty's back to mLty. It's very nice. That's coordinated. Lightshade is going to be our next map.
Lightshade is an interesting pick. I'm not the biggest fan of Lightshade personally, but that is for Zerg versus Terran reasons. But versus Protoss, it's a interesting map because your fifth base is often in an awkward spot. More so than your fourth, because your fourth base you can like relatively easily take in a line or in what's it called, like almost a triangle formation, but as your fourth base. But like after taking like that fifth base, it becomes much more difficult to defend because like Protoss will usually expand towards, if you want to keep going and just like make a triangle with your 5 bases, you'll very, very close to where the Protoss' 4th base is with your 5th, which is nerve-wracking. And so if you expand the other way, that's very, very long distance for your army to go, and so you have to be very, very on top of your map vision. And so this map provides some interesting challenges. I'm intrigued to see how our players will deal with them.
Speaking of this map, we are on Lightshade LE, the lightest of all the maps, except it isn't. It's very gray. We're in the northwest corner of the map. The 5 times SDO runner-up and best player of 2020. It is our Teal Protoss, currently up 1 in its best of 3 series, yNeris.
And in the bottom right-hand corner, it is the green Zergg, hailing from Croatia. This is Bodybag.
Alright, it's good to be a hatch first this time.
Yeah, much more standard, more normal. A very, very, very legitimate way to play the game. You can't cheese every game, I suppose. As much as I would like to.
A very legitimate way to play the game. It's a,
Yes.
you start with a normal build. It's a very legitimate way to play the game.
And
Coming from a bane-busting maniac.
Yes. Banelings are very fun. One build that I think, speaking of one build, I used to do was a Zergling Flood. When I'd pull out of gas and I'd have the Protoss Scout that I pulled out of gas and put back into gas and make a Baneling nest. And after I used Zerglings to kill the Cybercore, I would just Baneling bust down the rest of their army. And it was a fun time. We do have a Cybercore on the way.
But then the shield overcharge came and,
Yeah, that build kind of went the way of the dodo. That was back when right after the Mothership Core disappeared.
Overcharge killed the Baneling bust. Overcharge killed the
Baneling bust. I love it. And we do have 4 Zerglings, 2 Queens. Very, very normal. At the very top level, you'll see Zergs skip one of these sets of links just because you don't need them right away. And you, because the Adept isn't over here, and you really only are trying to shoo away this probe as you take a 3rd base, which will be happening eventually. Or, maybe it might be a 2-base layer build. I'm curious to see how it'll go.
Let's see what Yneris is going for. Yneris has been going Stargate openers I'm quite consistently so far today. Yep, there it is.
Oh, you called it
again. Yep. I can see a pattern after it's been presented.
Adept, it looks like. Oh, it finishes and it will get a couple of drones and it might even get out of here. Depending on actually with the Zerglings, maybe not.
No. Alright.
Faster curse.
3 drones and a decent scout for an Adept. And a couple of Zerglings as well. Not bad at all.
Definitely not bad. Things could be worse. As we do have a Void Ray on the way. I really like this Void Ray here, just to clear out Overlord, prevent Nidus play, especially. So,
I think this is the first time Yneris did not get an Oracle out of that Stargate, first time round.
Yeah, mixing it up a little bit, but still, it's I'm a big Void Ray fan. I do play Protoss occasionally, and when I do, I'd like just Void Ray Printer with 3 Stargates. It's a fun time.
I don't play Protoss, but when I do, the printer go brrrr.
Yes. It's a very, very fun time. And Charge, once again, I'd be really curious to see Yneris mix
So 6 more gateways.
Yes, and so for 8 in total, I really, really like this because Yneris has been pretty consistently I get Charge, I might get Charge or I do an Archon drop, but I only own 4 gateways, very, very little pressure. But we have to see how this goes because the Charge out all in, it's a very tight drone count you have to stop at. I believe the number is 38 and 1 gas. Or it's 41, I believe. If you go too much over 41, then you're in quite a little bit of trouble. But we'll have to see how things go.
Well, the Warp Prism is out. Let's see if manages to sneak around Bodybag's vision out here on the map. Because Bodybag has all kinds of units out here. Void Ray is going to try and help clear some of it out. Well, it's not going to be sneaking around. It's just going to be out on the front, just get right into the third base. This is a very open area, so Chatos can come in from any angle.
Just headbutt directly into the third base. It was
Charge
killed
isn't finished
one.
yet.
Oh, just
Okay,
like
there is
barely
the-
finishing now.
What a timing! Oh,
Yeah,
that
perfectly
was
timed.
super tight timing.
And now
Holy
Bodybag
crap.
is supply blocked. Oh no, that's like the worst case scenario. Is
Yeah.
being supply blocked when you're getting all in. The adept goes down, and like the first cell that walks up dies to roaches, but there's just so many zealots here.
The weapon in the main as well. It's getting a lot of drones. 12 drones are dead already. Well, this force at the front gonna get reinforced right at the back, surrounding these roaches. Oh, some of them get caught out. Oh, who needs force fields when you have charge lots?
Exactly, no charge loss. Human or actually Protoss force fields for you. And GG gets
GG
typed out.
call.
What a crisp all-in though. And
Yeah,
Narice.
Narice with the diversification here.
Yeah, mixing things up. I like it, I like it.
Very nicely done. See,
Yes.
this is why Narice consistently gets to the semifinals, and this is another one. This is another notch on Narice's belt. Another semifinal finish at least, if not a finals finish.
Yeah. We got the
It's-
semifinals. I believe I'm looking at the bracket, and Narice doesn't have an opponent yet from the
Yeah.
other side, but it's Narice and Nicegamer in the semifinals.
Yeah.
Which-
Konioo is still waiting on Bisuya and Techno. Who are apparently, I don't know if they're playing or what happened there. They're
Yeah,
still playing. They've been it for a while.
Yeah. I'm betting it's something like, oh, we're playing like the hour-long mine off the map. I have Broodlords and Infestors and Spore Crawlers, and you have Carrier, Cannon, Shield Battery, and we're just going to look at each other for a while.
Well,
Mine off the map, and then eventually one of us will die.
yeah. And then they'll be up against Konioo in a series that will last maybe 15 minutes.
Nice, nice. I'm excited for that one.
Let's see if we have any open series to cast.
I believe we might have one. I believe.
We do have a semi-final apparently. Okay. Okay. So Elegacy wins 2-0 versus Orko. So we have our first semi-final prepared. It's gonna be Elegacy versus Narice. Is Elegacy from? Where is Elegacy from?
Let me check. I have it.
Legacy.
Argentina.
Argentina. Okay, so we're probably gonna stay on NA. So US East should be the thing, I think.
I think so. Generally, in my experience, the Latin American players like US East for their games. I'm not entirely sure. Also,
let's ask. We'll ask. If you don't know, ask.
Will ask. Also, I believe we need a party.
Right. We just switched back to the lands of the Americas.
Thank you.
Why can't I invite the Legacy and are they? Where is Narice? It's getting Narice in. I can't invite. Oh, there we go. I can invite them.
Elegacy. E-Legacy.
E-Legacy. I say E-Legacy because
E-Legacy. All right. So if you're saying E-Legacy, we'll also say E-Legacy. At least if we're wrong together.
Yeah, it's the best way to be wrong.
Exactly. So a PvP, and I am excited for this because I have not cast a PvP in a minute.
We agree on US East, right?
They did. They said, E-Legacy said yes, but I don't know if Narice did.
Okay. Let's double check.
Oh, and hey, Beast.
Yeah.
I just have an update. Bisuya apparently won their game and then lost to Konioo. And so we do have both semifinals ready.
Oh, okay. So just a little late on the bracket updating.
Yeah.
So our first map is going to be as it goes. So Elegacy's team is Legion the Dark Side from Team Legion. That's a mouthful for a team name.
That is a team name.
Dark Side.
Yes, that a very, very Sith name. That's like if a very like we are the bad guys, and we want to.
What race is Nicegamer?
They're both.
Please tell me they're not Protoss.
They're both Protoss.
So we have an all Protoss semifinals. Oh no!
Oh wait, no, Nicegamer is a Terran, so we have 3 Protoss and 1 Terran. Sorry.
Okay. Oh.
So there's potential for a TVP finals.
I mean, it is Konioo we're talking about, so.
True.
No, Troy's in the army. He's got 11 months until he's finished with his military service. We've talked about this.
Yeah. Poor True. I like for those of you who don't know, True has a Discord server, and occasionally he'll pop into his Discord server and there's a command you can type and it will pop up with how many days and months that True has left in the military. And just seeing True type that just makes me chuckle a little bit.
So that's his own countdown as well. Alright everyone. We are once more on Death Aura, the deathiest of all the maps. We're in the northwest corner of the map, representing Legion the Darkness. I think. It's Dark Side. I forgot already. It is our blue Protoss. Give it up for Elegacy.
And in the bottom right-hand corner, it is the red Protoss. Having done very well versus Zergg so far, but this is their first PvP of the night. Give it up for yNeris.
Greatest SDO player of 2020.
It's 5 semifinals or second place finishes. It is.
Yeah.
Well, that's almost like Kong level of finals. It's like
no, it's not almost Kong level. It is Kong level. It's yNeris is the Kong.
Yeah, so glad to know that yNeris is the next Sue. I'm glad we've discovered someone to take up Sue's place while Sue's in the military.
We haven't had such a dominant Kong since Kashim, which was in 2018. I want to say 29. When was that? Oh, that was way far away, way back when. Let's see, when did we have that? Yeah, Kashim in 2017.
Dang.
Dang. We've been at it for a while, you know.
Yeah, I know you guys.
It's great to look back. It's always great to look back, and I was like, we've been doing this for years.
Yeah, no, and it's especially looking back at the tournaments that I played in, and that is such an unfortunate.
Scout.
Barely missing.
Unfortunate for whom?
Fortunate for yNeris, unfortunate for Elegacy.
Yeah.
Because that'll go unscouted, and I wonder if he's just gonna rally Immortals and do some 3-gate shenaniganry. Or is this gonna be a Stargate?
It could be. No, it's Proxy DT, I think. It's a Ninja DT.
DT.
It's Stargate. No, it's a Stargate. You know, you can get DTs from the Stargate. You know, Void Rays are Nerazim type thing, right?
Yeah, no, Void Rays are just uncloaked flying DTs.
They're flying DTs. They don't need cloak. They're flying.
Exactly. And oh man, Nerys seeing that is a very quick expansion in PvP. I'm very, very curious to see how this goes because I would like to see it just like 3 get all on. I believe you could punish this, right? You have
When you
to.
say
I would assume so.
You mean it's an expansion?
Or yeah, expansion. Sorry, not third base. I've got like ZPZ brain a little bit.
No. You said quick expansion, and I mean an expansion in PvP is something. Because usually
Yes.
you stay on one base and just cannon rush one another.
Exactly.
Alright.
Or like it becomes into this like Void Ray Tempest battle, which is always very fun. Need versus Turkey Dano, I believe, is my favorite example of that.
Got 6 probes, 7 probes, 8 maybe. Question mark. The shield battery. We're working on it.
The shield battery.
Neriss is killing it with the adepts shading today.
Yes, and there's another natural for Nerys, or there's their first natural for Nerys, and we've got an attack coming. With so many probes going down, I am really, really curious to see how this attack goes. Oh, well, you can't lose that.
Oh! No! My muscles are being pulled.
I just, you.
No. Elegacy's Oracle is coming back.
Oh, that's like, no, you don't want to do that. Like, go, attack, kill the probe line. All stalkers over here. Oh, no,
there's an all for mLty, I think. Oh, the War Prism is on 7 health points.
I am, like, losing years off my life. This is PvP.
The Kuro pylon goes down, the shield battery is depowered.
Yes, and probes do have to be pulled here, and this Immortal and 3 Stalkers versus 3 Stalkers and probes is going to have to be some fancy micro, as the Stalkers trying it to work for
damage. Second Immortal comes in. Oh! Nice pickup, but the War Prism goes down.
You know, losing a Stalker and an Immortal in the War Prism, that is not what you want to see, and this Immortal is on the run. A lot of probes might try to make a Citizen's Arrest here, as the Oracle is flying into the main base to let off a Basis Trap.
Is this wise? Sacrificing 7 probes? Or 6 probes for an Immortal that's not going to die?
I mean, with the stasis trap on the other side of the map, it makes a little sense, especially considering the natural is like so much more ahead, and like the Oracle just comes back in. It's like, yeah, I'm just gonna clean up this whole mineral line. Like, why not? You've got nothing here. 7 probes go down, especially if you're losing a whole bunch of mining time. Stalkers have to be warped in, and it's just not looking good for Nerys.
It looked like it's going so well for Nerys, but this one Oracle just completely warps the game now. There is a War Prism remade for Nerys. I'm going to drop right into the main, trying to... It's a game of backstabs basically now. It's just who can zero in on the mineral line of the other one. Okay, this is the Void Rays. They are Void Rays. I didn't know this is the Void Rays.
The Void Rays do a good job of cleaning this up, but the Immortal is pretty good. Immortals are a nice unit to totally have, and if only they could shoot up.
Do you really want that balance change?
No, I really don't. But that pylon barely goes down, draining all the energy. Another Void Ray, or one of the Void Rays goes down. Yeah, but you need more Stalkers.
Yeah, I don't think Nerys is going to do enough damage here to justify losing all of these units.
I mean, considering it's like 1 Void Ray versus like 2 Stalkers and an Immortal, or 2 Stalkers and an Observer, sorry.
Look at the army supply. It's a 4 and 5 army supply. Everyone is just nuking each other to the Stone Age here.
Yes, but there's a 3rd base coming up for Elegacy, and so I am very concerned for the Nerys fans.
Yeah. Well, the Void Ray is coming out brazenly all alone out here. Not sure it's a wise idea. Nerys does have a lot of anti-air.
Oh, DT Shrine. I really like the Dark Shrine, but these Stalkers, are they going to get it? It goes orange. Red, oh, it's like 1 hit point. Come on, that's just not fair, man.
16.
16. That is enough to go down. One shot and one
One
kill. Nice job by that stalker.
Oh, one shot, one kill after it was already shot 15 times.
Yes. But that was the other stalkers doing the work. The stalker that got the killing blow.
It's a
Only
bait.
did-
It's a bait. Don't take it.
Oh yes, nice,
Stalker has
nice.
friends.
Stalker
Hey.
4 Void Ray. I'll take that trade.
Elegacy is this sacrificing Void Rays needlessly, I think.
I mean, it's good scouting knowledge, I feel, but like you don't want to be doing this, especially because like you want units, like and like charges on the way, which is really nice, but DTs are coming. I
would
hope.
say it's good scouting if Elegacy saw the Dark Shrine, but they didn't.
True.
It's still in the army. See, this is the third troop one, and that's the last one because now it's just becoming old, and now I have to stop. So
That's
I have a 3 strike system on troop ones.
Good point. Good point. I'll have to think of another like StarCraft pro whose name I can easily feed you puns off of.
I mean, if you have the time.
Yes. Well, I'm thinking of StarCraft.
Ah.
Yeah, you're right. I forgot. Time's a Terran player. We do have
DTs are
DT.
coming in.
Yes, I like
Warping
it.
in
I
the
love.
proxy location.
Nice. We do have a DT in the mineral line, just like causing so much havoc. And there is an Oracle on the way. As long as you keep the DTs slightly spread out, you'll be fine. And the probes just are going marching across the map. Are you just like pulling the boys and saying, "Yeet, let's go"?
It's a migration. We're going. Screw this. We have a DT problem. We're going somewhere else.
Yes, I'm sorry. I have a DT infestation at the minute. We'll try again next year.
Getting all these probes as they're coming in. There's no detection. I mean, Elegacy probably realized, oh shit, I have no detection. There's no way I can win this. Let's just YOLO to the other side of the map and see what happens. I like the.
I mean, this is
the hallucinated Colossus there. Oh,
What
it's
a
drawing
fight.
a lot of the fire from the Void Ray. It actually worked.
Hey, we've got more DTs warped in, and these ones have not been revelated, and so this is very, very interesting. But oh, he drops another revelation on the DTs, and
Yeah, they're naked.
that's not what you want, guys. Losing a DTU, it's like I hate to see it. But like, what a weird game.
This is becoming a full-on base trade right now. And the Risk lost enough probes that this is actually very even, question mark? Stalkers the Stalkers can actually clear the air units for Elegacy, which is the one advantage that Elegacy has right now. Oh, Elegacy is going to recall.
I like it. I like the recall play, but like, there's just so many. There's still DTs like wreaking havoc over on this side of the map, and there's just not detection. Yeah, the Oracle is on the way, but it's not here. And in the meantime, more probes are dying.
Yeah. Oh, there's the revelation.
It's the DT finally going down, but in the meanwhile, if we look back, it's like 15 probes to 10, and there is a Void Ray currently killing a Cybercore. Which is not what you want to see in the morning.
It's no anti-air if it's okay, one stalker comes out.
Yeah, but does
the
the one
shield
stalker not?
shield
Oh,
battery.
overcharge the shield battery! Overcharge the shield battery!
Oh no! Ah.
What a
Did
weird
the
game.
Risk not have overcharge? Hold on.
I'm pretty sure you can overcharge, because like, if you have a...
No, maybe it was on cooldown? Question mark?
Maybe?
I can't see now. Okay, never mind. I don't have the observer. Ah.
Yeah, that's just what a game. What an ending. Man, PvP is so fun.
Yeah. Legacy is like, can somebody explain to me why I won that game? And the Risk is like, unexpected probe pull. What can I say?
Unexpected probe pull. You got detection and killed the DTs. What a weird game. I'm
Yeah.
excited.
I was not expecting that gambit to work, but it did.
And yeah, it did indeed. And I am. Yeah, our
It's
clones
going
might.
to be yNeris's choice for a map.
Yes, and our just what a weird. I want to see what happens next. I just like because that was what it. I'm so confused by that game. Like I don't have good like words in English.
Use Korean.
I don't have good words in Korean either. Or really, I don't have like my brain is too smooth to describe my feelings on that game.
Yeah, it was a very interesting, like YOLO gambit by Elegacy that just happened to work because it took yNeris completely by surprise. yNeris were just maybe hoping for Elegacy to either GG out because they don't have detection, or just try and rebuild something. But Elegacy suddenly was on the other side of the map with a lot of probes and a lot of stuff, and yNeris. I expected yNeris to just clean it all up, but that wasn't happening. The Voyager was still alive. The Oracle was still alive. They were both doing a lot of damage, and yNeris suddenly didn't have anything but DTs, and they were being revelated slowly, and they couldn't shoot up.
Yes, the unfortunate part about DTs is that when faced with a flying DT, they don't quite do too well, unless you morph them into Archons at least.
Yeah. Flying DT more than not flying DT.
Exactly.
Ground DT, if you will. Anyway, enough about that. We are on Romanticide LE, where love goes to pause. Neri says school again.
Sorry. Poor Neri.
It's time for homework. The teacher asks the question. Oh,
nice. Done with classes. Hanging up on the Zoom call. Let's go.
There we go. YNeris is now fully concentrating on the important things in life, which is StarCraft. Anyway, in the northwest corner of the map, currently up 1 in this best of 3 semi-final of today's Sea Duckling Open. The number 93, kind of like 30. Never mind. Our blue Protoss, all the way from Argentina, representing Legion of the Damned something. Give it up for Elegacy.
And in the bottom right-hand corner, it is the red Protoss hailing from Romania. Give it up for yNeris.
All right. No cannon rushes yet, which is nice. yNeris really appreciates it, I think. Having gone against Konioo pretty harshly in the last SDOs. I think Konioo beat yNeris 3-0 twice.
Oof.
I believe.
That is not ideal.
Yeah. So it's a bitter rivalry, if you will. And that that's what happens when you cannon rush too much. And now I'm hoping that yNeris can really learn to fend that off, because yNeris is a really good player.
Yeah.
But it seems like there's one weakness that prevents them from achieving these championships that they're so close to so far.
I feel like with every Kong, it feels like there's just one thing. They fix the one thing, and then suddenly they get their
superpowers.
Exactly. And it's like, and especially it's so hard in the finals. It's like to get that winning,
it's
mentality, spirit. I don't know the word.
Yeah, to turn a 2-0 on its head when you're already slightly tilted, that adept is 1 health, no, 3 health points. 1 kill, 3 health points. And it's dead.
Yes. That's getting cleaned up nicely by the stalkers, which is not ideal, but there's a bit more gas for Elegacy, so they can maybe go for a quicker Stargate. Or
Yeah, both
like,
of them gentlemanly getting a quick Nexus, so we're about to have an actual game here.
oh, a macro game. Ooh, Twilight. Are we
YNeris is
going to see
getting a
DTs
Twilight
again?
Council. Yeah, that's exactly where I was going with this.
Yes, I
Legacy
would.
getting shield batteries, so expecting some kind of attack here with the stalkers.
Yes. I am very curious if yNeris is going for like a very quick maybe charge timing with no
Maybe
upgrades.
Blink stalkers?
Blink, yeah, that might be it too. There are a lot of options here for
Yeah,
us
Blink. Look at
PvP.
that.
Ooh, nice call.
Yeah, I was like, wait, yNeris has a lot of stalkers. maybe it's just Blink. Sometimes the simplest solution, the simplest explanation is the correct one.
It's a good point. And we do have a rope facility and a ford, so I'm very curious if because I don't play much Protoss, but my knowledge of PvP is you want to get like a +2 charge out Immortal Archon timing, and so I'm curious if like he's getting Blink to start with, and he's going to like work on +2, and then try and kill yNeris, or yNeris is going to try and kill Elegacy as they maybe take a third base.
It looks like yNeris is kind of planning on to put the pressure on before that. It's running around. Elegacy has the advantage with the number of stalkers here. Oh, they're gonna get caught up.
They are indeed. That's not good. But hey, and there isn't that much room to run. But 3 of them get recalled, and 2 of them make it out. That's interesting. Oh no, don't. No, you don't want to give them donating another one. That's very sad.
Yeah, that was an all-army move, I think, that was happening there.
Something like that. But a Twilight Council for Elegacy, and that is a lot of stalkers.
Yeah, but no Blink. Strangely enough.
That's right. The Twilight Council is finishing. Maybe Legacy will get Blink of their own, or they might head straight into charge. I do believe there is that Twilight Council over there. Yes, but will they remember it? That's the question.
Yeah, no, Legacy is getting more and more stalkers, but no Blink yet. I'm pretty sure Legacy just forgot about it.
Maybe they're dealing with like these scouting. They're trying to find out what exactly do you have, microing their scouting Phoenix and seeing like, okay,
so many stalkers and not get Blink seems a bit. Well, charge is okay though. It's gonna be a nice follow up.
Oh, that is so many stalkers, and blinking back is yNeris. Hold your high ground, and you've got a shield battery.
And Elegacy probably realized, oh, you have Blink. Like, I can't take this head on. You will always have the advantage.
Mm-hmm. So, going for, is that going to be like Disruptors or like Colossi? With the robotics being regardless.
Should be really nice.
So especially considering those aren't Blink Stalkers. And so you having Blink Stalkers and Disruptors
against non-Blink Stalkers.
Yes. Oh, but no, yNeris is moving. Okay. One mini heart attack later. Don't move out. You just gotta like defend here.
yNeris does have that observer, so knows where Elegacy is at roughly.
Oh, hallucinated Archons. I love this place. It's such they're such tanky units. It is very fun.
Yeah, there's only 1 shield battery here, so that might be difficult. There's an overcharge coming up for yNeris. Will be able to hold this, especially with the blinks, blink micro.
But the shield battery gets focused down, which is less than ideal. But nice blink micro so far. But the one
Immortal coming in for yNeris as well, from the side, from flanks. So it looks like Elegacy is going to be cleaned out here, especially with the Zealots. Charge isn't even finished yet. They're just nice cannon fodder here. On the other side of the map, yNeris is dropping though.
Oh yes.
And Elegacy as well.
Elegacy, yNeris, everyone's dropping like just chaos everywhere. And this is proper PvP for you guys.
Yeah. Like these two adepts are doing the same damage that a whole bunch of charge lots are doing.
I know that just these things happen. I think yNeris got the pro pull a bit quicker than Elegacy did, and especially because there's just so many stalkers now, so just you got to rebuild and maybe get +2, chrono it out, and then just try and hit like a very crisp timing off of like maybe 120, 130 supply, or you can move out now from special bad. yNeris is taking a third base of their own. Very interesting play here, getting more stalkers.
I mean, it already has the third base set up, so already quite ahead in terms of the economical development here. And also much easier to bounce back from losing probes when you have 3 next side to remake probes.
Exactly.
When you have 2.
That's 51 to 44. Yeah, we do have disruptors, we do have blink stalkers, and we have +2 on the way. And yNeris will have the upgrade lead for basically the rest of the game, or at least for a very, very long while in this game. And these stalkers, I like it. Oh, that's so many charge loss though.
Yeah, they can kite them pretty well. Especially with the blink.
Yes. Especially with the teleporting
but this yNeris is dropping in the main.
4 probes do go down, and it is the adepts doing like quite a lot of damage, and that was such a long time off of mining too, which is just
2 adepts. That's all you need. yNeris' the depths are pretty well microed.
Exactly.
Hey, they've been killing it. Alright, more disruptors coming in for yNeris. They're not with the main army, they're at home. This is just a distracting army, just poking in and out with the blink stalkers as you're transitioning into something else and trying to harass. But I think the harassment is over. Elegacy has eyes on that warp prism. Oh, is that recall? I think it got recalled because it's at home.
Yep, there it is. Okay. So we do find the warp prism does come home when the adepts are once again getting sent out to go do work, as just both players are just building up an army, and I'm very I'm intrigued to how it will go.
4 kills and 8 kills on these 2 adepts.
Yes, they have put in their work. They
justify their existence.
Yes, they justify their existence. They will hopefully get a nice pension fund. But it's like pretty good first hit. But what a nice! Oh, that's such a good second hit, and the third hit is also excellent.
Gets an immortal as well. But that's it for disruptor shots for a while. Let's see if yNeris has enough to actually survive this. It's mostly stalkers. Just 1 immortal, and he does go down, but the disruptors are about to be off cooldown.
Oh, killing both of the stalkers, blinking forward, and the immortals get blunk on and go down. But there's a charge lot battle at the third base of Elegacy, and their adepts at the natural. Just so much going on all at once. As +3 gets started here.
The adepts, they're
back at it again.
Wow, these 2 adepts have been the MVPs. 10
unfortunately, they might be going down here, but just what a game from these adepts. They definitely put their work in.
10 kills and 9 kills on 2 adepts. Wow.
What well done. And now both players are getting a 4th base, but this is such a big army. I would be so scared here.
Oh, this Raptor shot. Oh! Good job on your Legacy noticing this, because, you know, if your Legacy wasn't paying attention, that would have been a huge, huge kill. That said, it's just now down to charge lots for a Legacy.
And I don't think charge lots are like gonna quite cut it. You do want the Archons and like some Immortals, but then they just die to the Disruptors, and like poof goes the Archon and the Immortal. The Stalkers are getting attacked, and yNeris.
Got ourselves an ace match.
We do.
An ace match, if you will.
Nice. I'll be sure to start a fire with that ace match that we're getting. The last will be Light Shade. Ooh.
Light Shade. No, we are not doing well with the map bingo today. We only saw 3 maps, I think, maybe 4. Got Death Arrow, Light Shade, and Romanticide. Oh, we saw Submarine as well.
And Submarine. So we got 4 maps. We need. What are the ones that we do need?
We need
Oxide,
and we get Oxide, and Pillars.
Pillars. That's it. All right. Well, both the players are ready. I am excited for this match. Curious to see how it'll go.
On everything, and we're good.
Nice.
Shout out to yNeris, back from being hit by buses at work. Couldn't be casting here today, so mLty is replacing him. Having a good time.
Yes, and I am doing my best. And I've enjoyed it so
far. Are you? Yeah, okay. That's the big question. Are you enjoying yourself?
Of course, this is a lot of fun. I've always enjoyed these matches, and I was so sad when I promoted out of being able to play in the SDO because it was so fun. But we do have a game on our hands, so we should probably maybe introduce the players a little bit.
Yes. But first, we have to introduce the map in case you don't know it. It's Light Shade, the lightest of all the maps, except it isn't because it's gray and not light at all. Southeast corner of the map, all the way from the lands of Argentina, representing the Legion of Darkness or something like that. Currently sideways 1-1 in this best of 3 semi-final. Our blue Protoss is Elegacy.
And in the upper left-hand corner, it is the red Protoss player from Romania. Give it up for yNeris.
Now, mLty, how is your Spanish speaking skills?
They're okay, but not excellent.
Can you do an intro, a StarCraft intro in Spanish?
Probably.
All right. So you're doing better than I am, because we're starting to get donations for the Spanish intro.
Oh no.
Oh boy.
Oh no. It's been a minute since I've done StarCraft Spanish. I used to hang out in Jim Rising stream for quite a while, as we do have a normal game developing in front of us. But I just to work on my Spanish for fun, because I used to be the back in this was 2017. I used to do a lot of the casting of WCS Latin America in English, and so just worked on other English casters.
Yeah.
Regardless. Oh wait, that's not normal. I just noticed. Sorry, I just noticed that the Elegacy is walling off the natural.
Yeah. She's going for a very quick Nexus. Not sure what that means though. Is that we're gonna be delaying yNeris's Nexus with a cheeky pylon block. Secretly we're all Steel.
Yes, we're all Steel. It's just Steel is one-man show doing production, admin work, and casting in 2 voices. Without a break.
Not just two. Kuro is me as well, just in case you don't know. I'm very talented.
Everyone is Steel.
I speak Polish. I can actually. I have good internet. Actually, no. Kuro doesn't have good internet. It's just good than mine.
Get into the main base. This is not good. You really don't want to be losing too many probes to early adept harass, and getting 2 for now, but maybe 4 or 5. Losing 1 adept, and gets out with the last adept.
yNeris is like, you're going to try and sneak in adepts against me. I'm the one who adepts you. You're not going to adept me. Oh, is that a delay on? Yeah, I think yNeris delayed the natural base just to close up that wall, which kind of failed.
These things happen, but hey, yNeris is getting the natural down. they're working on it. It's not the end of the world. Yneris does have a big army, and so I would not be very worried if I were Yneris about like really much of anything that Elegacy could do to me. As long as you have your stalkers in position for like any oracles that come in like 2 or 3 minutes, well, probably less than that, in like 45 seconds ish.
Yeah.
Like I think things will be fine.
I mean, in Legacy, already way ahead in workers. Still has 2 bases, so can make more faster. Worker making. I know words. Sometimes.
Yes, words are so hard. Like knowing words is overrated.
I know words, but it's just connecting them together that's annoying. Blink is coming up for Yneris, so gonna try and go with what they did in the previous game. It looks like. I think it's going to work. It's going to work better against the air Protoss that the Legacy is bringing in. You know, Blink Stalkers, pretty good anti-air unit.
Exactly. We do have an Oracle flying across the map, but they're shield battery in the main base, so they're relegated to the natural where the entire army is. So I don't have high hopes for this Oracle, but you know, you never know.
Yeah, you know, if you catch a good angle, if Yneris isn't paying attention, if Blink isn't finished, if, then yeah, there's always a chance to do a lot of damage. And Legacy is following up with Void Ray. Yeah, it's already finished. Oracle comes in. Stalkers get blocked by the probes they're trying to save. There is a shield battery in the main base. Sorry, so. Oh, nice
job.
Toward thwarting there by Yneris, responding pretty well, not taking too much damage here.
Yeah,
Yneris is asking to activate the 3rd steel. More Steelmolds.
Yes, the TriCast of Steelmold just talking to themselves. That's what we really need. As I love the Dark Shrine here. Because Yneris, they were a bit slower to get that natural base, and they've fallen a bit behind economically wise, but Dark Shrine is just such a good way for any Protoss player to come back.
Yeah, that's why it's called the Behind Shrine. You know,
exactly.
When you're behind, Dark Shrine.
Exactly. And we do have +1 finishing up, and if Yneris is super crisp with +2, there might be a really cool timing to hit, as we do get charge going, but do we get +2 as well?
Oh, the details of your shrine is going to scouted.
That's not what you want to see in the morning.
I mean, if you're a Legacy, you definitely want to see that.
Oh no, yes, exactly. But if you're Yneris here, that is not what you were hoping for. Void Ray is getting chronoed out. That's an interesting response.
Well, Elegacy is getting a robotics facility, so going to have detection available.
Yeah, so just make a couple observers.
The Oracle is dead, right? Yeah. No,
yes,
the Oracle is still alive. No, it's still alive.
It is?
Yep. It's at the back of Yneris' base, but so it's not exactly available to be an observer, but
it's okay. We got a robotics facility on the way. Eventually, an observer will get made. But like, Elegacy is coming in for an attack here, and just like there's a lot of shield batteries. That's the word for them. But I don't know if there's enough army here to just like not die.
It is just going to go up against the army here. There's nothing really to revelate or detect it.
Not at
actually, there is an Oracle. It came back.
The Oracle did come back. We did get the Oracle and overcharging the super battery.
Some time. Yneris has a very small army here, and the Void Ray is just going to be doing so much damage. One of them does go down, but there are a lot of Stalkers still on the ground. The DTs really aren't a factor here. I don't know how Yneris is going to survive this. The overcharge is done. That was a stasis ward, but it only catches some probes, which have been pulled. Actually, Yneris survives this and not taking too much damage. And the DT is on the other side of the map now.
Yes, well done by Yneris to manage to avoid that, like, dying entirely there. But, like, Yneris is still, like, struggling a little bit. He's got, like, Dark Templar running for their lives. Eventually, the Oracles turn on their laser beams and go pew-pew. And So much for that Dark Templar, but yNeris is just like, I feel like yNeris is in not a bad spot. If you look at the upgrades, yNeris has +1, and there's no upgrade in sight for Elegacy. So, you know, maybe get +2 and like get like some proper charge lot barrier.
And Blink, Blink as well, which is a nice, you know, oh, like this, gonna catch your Blink. Okay, don't even need Blink. Who needs Blink?
And the Blink's overrated. It's just for microing backwards.
Yeah. Oh, but the Immortal gets caught out by the charge lots. So this is going to lose that. Yeah. Well, there's a shield battery at home. I think overcharge is available now. Yeah, it is available now.
So yeah, just overcharging the shield battery, and yNeris or Elegacy is starting to focus it, get it down, buys a decent amount of time. Probes come off the line once again. This is just such an army from Elegacy, and you know, blinks forward, gets.
Oh, the warping comes in for Elegacy. It's going to be charge lots. It's reinforcements. There is no more shield battery, no more shield overcharge. It looks like yNeris is being cleaned out here.
Yes, unfortunate for yNeris, just like isn't quite able to hold on. Elegacy just took such an earlier natural base, but maybe they can hold up in the main base. But just like Elegacy's getting a third base, like is there really? I don't think there's quite much you can do here, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Losing the natural, fourth fielded out. This isn't looking good, guys.
It looks like the best gamer of 2020, if you will. It's going to have to relinquish the throne as Elegacy going to advance to the final match for today's Sea Duckling Open. But this is another Final Four finish for yNeris, so you know.
Yeah, yNeris
starting to work on that 2021 best player of the year.
Exactly.
yNeris is like Pete Konioo in my name. avenge the normal Protoss.
Yes.
Us standard Protoss have to stick together.
Exactly.
And speaking of Konioo, we have our second semi-final set up, so it's going to be Konioo versus Nicegamer. We should take a break, I think, before that, though, right? Question mark?
I don't know how breaks work.
Because you're going to take a break before the final match. We usually take a break before the semi-finals. Kuro can use a break, I can use a break. So let's take a short break, 5 minutes. We're going to show you some clips of times gone by, a duck tip, if you will. And we'll be back in 5 minutes. Take this time to hydrate your hydras, stretch your roaches, drain your disruptors. And if you're not here in 5 minutes, I will not forgive you. And we are back right here on the CranKy Ducklings, and we are setting up for the second semi-final of today's Sea Duckling Open. The number 93. I did not have to look at the thing. I did look, but I didn't have to. We're setting up for Konioo versus Nicegamer. Both players are ready, so let's get right to it. As we are, we should be joined by our third voice that I can do. I can do a very good Kuro impression, as it was redeemed by yNeris.
Hello there.
Good. Hello there, Group, hero of the Wasteland and savior of esports. It is Group.
Hello. This will be my first time at casting as one of the three voices being included in the Kuro cast, so I'm very excited.
Oh, so
I
we're
can do
doing
the
a
voices
TriCast.
while drinking. I can do this TriCast while drinking water. Look.
Nice. That's really
Yeah,
amazing.
nice.
That's a skill to have, right?
Yeah.
Exactly.
A proper ventriloquist.
And what the series we got?
Yeah.
Say it.
I think this is where the Kuro curse is going to come in handy. As we are on Death LE, or the northwest corner of the map, all the way from the land of Deutschland. Give it up for our orange Terran, the Nicegamer. Sorry, I should say the Nicegamer.
And in the bottom right-hand corner, coming from Poland, it is the a cannon artist of Konioo.
And that is a forge.
Yeah. Yeah.
Is indeed a forge. I
There's
am
also-
really excited.
It's also an interesting building placement, I have to say.
This like I watch some Printf, and like normally I thought you put it in your mineral line, your first pylon. Hey, SCV is getting pulled right away.
But it's too late. It's already boxed.
Yeah. But there's no high ground vision. For,
I mean, for
Konioo.
now.
For now.
Because...
No, there you go.
Oh, it's okay, there's another
Nice.
prop waiting. It's fine.
Nice dodge by Konioo there. Okay. Bunker is on the way for Nicegamer. Marine is on the way out.
I feel bad for
Something-
Nicegamer. It's like, welcome to the tournament, have Konioo.
Yeah. Here. This is what we have to offer.
Cannons.
Oh, is he gonna block the... No, sorry, the barracks flying away. It's fine.
The one
No, I
advantage that
don't lose
Darren
the
has
probe.
here is you can actually move the buildings away from the cannons. No! Standing with the SCVs right in the range of the cannons, so losing a hell of a lot more than they needed to. It's a bunker with one marine in it will not be enough.
He's
One
gonna
of the
depower
budgets-
it.
Oh, yes,
He's
it's
gonna
kind of a map.
depower it.
I love it. Yeah, but one of the but both the probes went down on the other side of the
Yes.
map, so this is an interesting scenario.
Uh-huh.
No, don't.
GG!
2 minutes.
GG.
2 minutes, 34
Yeah.
seconds. Kuro got about 5 words in that game.
I hope you
Oh,
enjoyed
good.
it, Ace. That's what you get.
Kuro, you should stick around for another game. That was so short.
I don't see any crew pleases in the chat. I don't know.
I mean, I don't have enough points for a crit, please. Otherwise, I would.
I have 169,000 points.
You should redeem a crit, please, because that was
No,
very
no,
very
no.
short.
I could
Alright,
really
alright.
make
I'm saving my points for something special.
Oh,
Ooh.
like what?
I don't know. You're the one who comes up with the kind of
God damn
points.
it. Well then, I hope you guys enjoyed the rest of the Konioo games. And yeah, have fun. Bye.
Thank you, Kuro, for joining us.
Yes,
That
thank
was,
you. That was a
Kuro.
lot of fun.
That was Kuro, your observer slash streamer slash producer extraordinaire. And the namesake of the Kuro pylon, because if the Kuro pylon goes down, all the production goes down.
Exactly.
And Lightshade is going to be our next map.
So still not doing hot for that map bingo. We're still missing
Yeah,
three. I
yeah.
think.
The map bingo is really rough today, especially since the final map is going to be on the bracket Lightshade. So, we may not. It looks like we may not finish the bingo today.
Well, that's always unfortunate.
Mm-hmm.
I'm very very curious how Nicegamer will adjust here, because there are builds you can do that just like hard counter a cannon rush.
Let's see if Nicegamer is prepared for that. As we're going into game number 2. Boop, 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 boop. Garrus in chat is like, even cannon rushes a Terran? What is this? This is Konioo.
This is indeed Konioo.
Konioo.
As we Konioo. That was a game.
It's a nice game. Even.
Nicegamer is a Terran player.
Yeah. I can see that. They're right there on the screen. Right there on Lightshade. LE. Lightshade, the lightest of all the maps, except it isn't because it's grey. In the southeast corner of the map, sporting the Eye of the Dragon, our orange Terran, all the way from the land of Deutschland. Give it up for Nicegamer.
And in the top left-hand corner, coming from Poland, give it up for... That is a lot of probes coming across the map, but give it up for Konioo.
That's 4 probes. That's ambitious. What is Konioo cooking up here? There's no forge. It's just a probe rush.
I'm so confused. What is this? What? Are you like proxy gating?
My mouth is agape, and I don't understand. Yeah, it's a proxy gate, but
I'm just like, I'm as confused as you are. Like, I don't understand.
I think maybe like Konioo is counting on Nicegamer to react as if it's a cannon rush, but it's
not.
Konioo is wasting like so much mining capability by bringing 4 probes here.
Yeah, but like you don't need that many probes to like make zealots. But like I'm just so confused.
Alright,
so confused.
The gate was finished. Zealot is on the way.
What is happening? I don't understand.
I don't know. I've never seen this before.
This is not the cannon rush that I was expecting. But we do have a zealot and a couple of probes, which I think might beat a marine. Oh, denies the bunker. That's really nice.
Yeah, that's really nice. Oh, the probes are actually going to kill the marine. While the zealot is killing the zealot, these SCVs. The marines are all dead.
And nice job by the probes. The zealot does go down, but another zealot is coming, and there aren't any marines this time around. So.
But the thing is, Nicegamer still has more workers. There's a block there on Konioo's natural base, and in case Konioo, I don't know, gets a fever and decides to expand. Nicegamer is expanding on the high ground as you can. As this is the privilege of Terran.
Yes.
I don't see how Konioo can make this work. This is not looking good.
I mean, we're getting like adepts, which are pretty nice, and then you can like micro the zealots and the adepts together maybe, but like, I don't know, man. I feel like Konio's gonna have to like do something, but like, what a game is this?
Alright, 2 marines are running away. There's an adept coming in. I don't want to be here. Alright, 3rd marine is out. Now it's starting to do a lot of damage.
8
to Nicegamer's economy. And so many of them are so low on health, they can be basically one-shot by any unit.
There's so few SCVs. I'm so confused.
Look at the chat. They're all so very confused.
It's Nani. And it's just this, like, he just has such a big brain. Like, his brain just is bigger than ours.
And look at that, he's ahead in workers. He's got to get warp gate tech.
The bunker.
There's nothing at home. There's just like 1 pylon at home. This is it.
The bunker is mildly concerning, at least for me, because in general you want like once the bunker goes up, it's going to be very, very hard to walk up this ramp.
Technically impossible to walk up the ramp once, you know.
True. But wait, True's in the military.
No, I noticed it, and I had my 3 strike.
It's okay. I can still make it. As we do have 3 adepts now versus 3 marines. 6 marines. Oh, but they get the bunker. I don't. Loses 1 adept.
I lose 1 adept. And Nicegamer does have this this command center ready, so you can start making SCVs and catching up. Konioo is getting a nexus, so there's what is called an expansion. I'm not sure Konioo is very familiar with the term, but it's called an expansion. For all you Konioo fans out there, it's something that can happen for Protoss.
Yes.
While it comes along the way as well.
A sentry and 2 adept. What is this game? Like this is the best introduction to Konioo.
Yeah. We don't usually see. I don't think we saw Konioo in PvT a lot, if at all. It's usually in PvP where Konioo really shines.
Yeah, Konioo is doing pretty interesting. And the 1 sentry, just in case, are we like... Because the Twilight Council finished. Oh, and there's DTs. I love Konioo's my favorite player. Like, I am a Konioo stan.
I told you, Konioo is a treat to cast.
Yes, and you were indeed right, but like, what I'm like, I still don't understand this game. Like,
It's like it's kind of like a has thing, you know. It's very weird. Don't expect it. You don't know what to do about it. You're not sure. You're like, what? Oh, what? But Nicegamer is getting a factory. So once there's a tank out, I think, Nicegamer, look at that. Gonna drop into a 3rd base.
That is such a smart play. Just like, and now he can like mine from here for free. And Nicegamer, or really, like, as long as it doesn't get scouted out, there's like not really much Konioo can do about it. And like DTs will be coming soon. They've got more gateways on the way, and even a natural base that has like not a low amount of like ropes mining it. Like this could be construed like if it taped over the clock. It's gonna be construed as a semi-normal game.
Nah. Look at the minimap. Nah. This is the Terran has the main base and the 3rd. There's a 4th base actually. I missed that. Oh, the DT dropping.
And I don't think there are scans available. Oh, that is so unlucky.
Cool. A Nicegamer spent them all on mules. There's the 1 scan. Is it going to be enough? The DT is going to just kill the Marines. GG's cold.
GG.
Konioo.
What?
You know what we need? We need the meme of Captain Kirk going Con, but it's just Konioo.
I'm still confused by this game. Like what did I just what a game? What did I just watch?
Started with a 4 probe pull and 4 probe rush to a gateway proxy warp, no, gateway, not warp gate, yeah, gateway, zealots, and then add to weird contain. Wait, why is Konioo leaving the party? Oh, okay,
back, I think so, maybe.
Yeah, we're back to an A. Yeah, back to an A.
Okay.
Because Elegacy is from Argentina.
Hey.
The diamond max packs.
Yes. That was just such an interesting game. Like, I feel like Nicegamer, if instead he got a 2nd Rax, and I feel like if instead of getting a 2nd Rax, he just like text to a starport and like maybe he sent a lib across the map or like got a Raven or just like something, he might have been a bit better. But like, super unlucky. Like, he muled like right before the DTs flew in, which is super not what you're looking for.
Wait, where's Elegacy? Yeah, there it is. Yeah, I did say that. Kuro, we got another group, please. Jeans like me. Redeem the group, please, in the name of yNeris. So, Kuro will get to cast a PvP. How do you enjoy that, group?
I enjoy a PvP, and it's gonna be Konioo PvP.
So it's not a PvP, it's a KVP.
It's gonna last like solid 3 minutes. I'm not saying who will win, but that's how long it lasts.
We're not even taking a break before the finals, because why? The entire tournament will be finished in 10 minutes. This is gonna be over.
Although I want to say, I think I saw Konioo playing like a long game once.
I mean, we did see. I think it was Konioo where we had that game that turned into a carrier versus carrier.
Something like that. I don't remember, but I remember it was like a long game.
Yeah, it was like 30 minutes. It was, and it started with the cannon rush.
Yeah, because
I'm hoping that they manage to mine up the map and it becomes like Sky Toss versus Sky Toss turtle game, just so we can have the Kuro cast for an hour. That'll be fun.
Oh god. Oh god.
mLty, it doesn't usually happen. The Kuro curse is real.
Hey, I can dream.
Alright, I want to see clean games here. No cannon rushes. Oh wait, no, it's already done. So it's already cannon rushing. Konioo is already cannon rushing. We haven't. Okay. As soon as I click the start game button,
His probe is already out.
Yes, probe's already moving across the map. But hey, we still have a chance to hit our map bingo. We're only missing 3, and you know, if Elegacy takes a game, we could definitely get there.
I mean, it's a rough if to live up to.
I believe.
As we are on Lightshade for the final match of today's Sea Duckling Open, the number 93, a best of 5 between these two players. In the northwest corner of the map are Blue Protoss, all the way from Argentina. Give it up for Elegacy.
And in the bottom right-hand corner, hailing from Protoss, it is the cannon connoisseur himself. Give it up for Konioo.
Forge.
Did you say hailing from Protoss?
I think I said hailing from Protoss, yeah.
I mean, it sounds about right.
Yes.
Yeah. Konioo did evolve from the Protoss race into the cannon
connoisseur.
Cannon toss.
No, he is the cannon.
Yeah, I like the cannon connoisseur, by the way. It's a very nice alliteration.
Thank you, thank you. As we do get a cannon up, that is very nice.
On
Nice,
the
there's a
high
gateway
ground
as
with
well.
the gateway. Ooh.
Ooh.
I mean, Legacy did get maybe a bit too used to going up against Neris. And was trying to wall off the natural base there.
I just want to say that after Elegacy won the series versus Nicegamer, Nicegamer is like, yeah, they avenge me versus Konioo. It's like, wait, I'm playing Konioo? Not like
you
this.
probably will, and then there you are. Look at this, the cannons. They're already. It's not even 2 minutes now. This is 2 minutes.
They're in your base,
Cannons are
killing your
already
dudes.
in the main.
There's a cyber core for a good measure, because why not?
Yeah.
Might as well.
Move the Nexus so I can put my Nexus there as well.
Yeah, I mean, Legacy
boy.
has his own cannons, but they're quite far away, so they're not gonna be able to do much.
I don't think they can defend the Nexus there from these 2 cannons of Konioo. Well, 3 cannons of Konioo, or about to be 4 cannons of Konioo.
I don't think they can hit the cannons. They can kill the pylon, but there's already a backup.
Yeah, this is let's see how fast
Evacuation
4
to
cannons
play.
can kill a Nexus.
I like the evacuation though. Like, just like,
Yeah.
hey, let's take a different base.
Yeah, this is a lot of Konioo's games that end up looking like this. Someone's like, alright, I'm losing the cannon rush, let's go do something else.
Yeah, I'm a bit worried for the Legacy, because this base is very close. It's very close.
Yeah, but he's got a Stargate on the way. How?
Oh, Konioo
Like, what's the worst that could happen?
Konioo doesn't know. He's looking for it, but he can't find it.
Oh, that's not what you want to see.
Wait, isn't it revealed?
No.
Because it doesn't have a Nexus?
No, because it's not yet. Because there's a countdown, remember?
Ah, right.
So he doesn't know
Yeah.
yet.
Well, the Adept is going to find it.
Where is it?
Maybe.
No, no, it's not.
He's checking every base but this one.
It's basically the last expect.
No, exactly. Hiding in plain sight.
The perfect crime.
It's just like the probes hugging the Nexus.
Definitely,
Like, it's gonna be
definitely a crime.
fine. Ooh.
Oh no.
Citizen arrest.
Nexus.
Let's go.
Funara Nexus.
Muy bien.
Oh, yeah, it's not gonna shut out in time.
Oh boy. This time there is actually defense at home for Konioo.
Yeah,
So Desert didn't
And
get much.
Konioo is also getting a Stargate, so I'm gonna be able to have some more presence out on the map. 2 Stargates actually.
I mean,
Double Void Ray, double Oracle.
I mean,
Void
like,
Ray.
Elegacy has Stargate. Just like make Stargate units, make a Void Ray.
I don't think
Wait,
he has
Konioo doesn't have
resources.
the gas. Doesn't
Oh,
have
yeah,
the gas
true.
To use 2 Stargates.
Oh,
right.
this is
2 added,
oh,
just enough.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah.
unlucky.
Oh, he's making an Oracle. I guess he's making an Oracle, and yes, it's Void Rays for Konioo. I mean, this is such a, like, I don't know why, but Cannon Rushes and Void Rays just go together. It's just a thing.
I'm going to break into a song. Cannon rushes and void rays, these are some of the things I like.
Oh, the Oracle is here! It's gonna kill one Adept. Is it gonna kill the other Adept? Find out next time. Yes.
Kuro, this game is going to go into 6 minutes. It's
Why?
going to last 6 minutes.
Oh, there's another Adept.
And the Oracle is out of energy.
Poor Elegacy.
Yeah. I mean, anyone who gets to face Konioo is just unlucky. Unlucky.
Legacy is like, why me though? And the race is like, man, I lucked out. I cannot face this again. It's already been twice in a row.
See, the thing is, we're gonna see how Elegacy is gonna adapt in the next game, and she's called.
Yeah. I have such a big smile. My cheeks are cramping up. Turns out I've been smiling this entire game.
I mean, I do enjoy games that get silly. That is my
Yeah,
thing.
no, that was an interesting game.
But this is a best of 5, and Elegacy still has a chance. He can
Hey,
adapt.
we're gonna see pillars. Hey, get your map bingo cards ready.
Only 2 more maps for map
Only
bingo.
2 more left.
Remember me, Max.
Let's see. Maybe Legacy is going to be bringing in the Konioo, the counter Konioo, the Konioo counters.
But anyway, I'm gonna leave you guys to it. So enjoy,
Alright, thank
enjoy
you,
more
Crook.
Konioo games.
Yes. I am definitely having a good time, and I am really excited for this.
Yep, it's gonna be game number 2. Remember, this is a best of 5 match right here in the finals. Sorry, just hydrating my hydras.
Of course, you gotta hydrate those hydras.
Oh! What? Wow. I'll tabbed for a second to go into chat, and then my screen went white, the game screen,
Oh,
and I thought, "Oh, I'm crashing," but I'm good. I'm good.
yes. I'm always very careful about alt tabbing when loading in, just because I don't want my game to crash, and it happens like 1 out of every 5 games, anyways.
Yeah, I almost pulled a Yaku. Actually, hold on. Oh, my keyboard isn't working in game.
Oh no,
Oh well, no, now it is. Now it is.
got it.
I just. Okay, I'm good. I don't know what that was. But anyway, we are finally on Pillars of Gold. The gold pillars that are made of gold. And are definitely pillars, even though I don't know where the pillars are. I still have no idea what this map is about. There are no pillars here. In the northeast corner of the map, all the way from the land of Argentina, Give it up for our blue Protoss, representing Legions of Dominations or something. It's a Legacy.
The bottom right-hand corner. My headset just died.
In the bottom left-hand corner of the map, already setting up a cannon rush all the way from the land of Romania. No, not Romania. Poland. Give it up for our green Protoss and current reigning SDO champion, Konioo. That is a cannon rush at the back of the main mineral line.
All right, I'm back. Wait, what is this cannon rush position? I am.
Well,
What
for
is?
starters, it doesn't have any cannons, so it's already weird. But there are a lot of pylons available. No probes though. Legacy killed all of Konioo's probes.
Oh, that is super unlucky. You really need to keep those, keep like something alive just so you can get, like, keep making cannons because you kind of need cannons in order to cannon rush.
Yeah.
That's like.
This gateway is not going to be any useful here, I think.
Yeah, no, I agree with you. Like, and especially considering this is just so many resources committed to the cannon rush that I would be nervous here. Oh, and the pylon from Elegacy.
It's a block. Yeah, it's this is a nice. I don't know what Konioo was thinking. This is way too deep to go in. And also that the positioning of the pylons didn't create any like walls for the cannons to be set up behind. So I don't know what, if this was a fumble by Konioo or a good reaction by Elegacy, but it looks like Elegacy is doing pretty well here. Gonna be able to continue taking up the robotics facility on the way, and Konioo is just like it's gonna have to lose 4 pylons and a gateway before the game even starts, technically.
Yeah, that was a weird one. But hey, they got a defensive cannon to help clean up the proxy wall off pylon, and eventually we're getting into like it's a Stargate from Konioo, which I am really excited for.
Konioo also lost 2 cannons, but those weren't cancels. 2 cannons on the other side were killed by the probes. Alright, so Legacy getting a second Nexus. Konioo, I don't know what he can really do here. Gonna be so far behind.
Yeah, no, and especially considering that he just spent like 4 or 5 tries trying to push his probe through the wall, unsuccessfully. Like that just, I don't know, like I feel like Konioo's not in an amazing spot. Like his Nexus isn't, well, it's somewhat far behind, but like relatively speaking, it's not that far behind. And there's a Void Ray on the way, and like Void Rays are pretty good. The Sky Dark Templar are doing, a decent amount of work.
Are they going to be the answer when the Legacy just stacks up? I mean, there's not a lot of anti-air for Legacy yet. Konioo's Oracle is sneaking its way in. It's going to be they're at the back of the main mineral line of Legacy. There's the Void Ray.
That Void Ray needing to kill these zealots here, but I don't. Oh, heal the pylon, please. No.
Yeah, it's supply blocks Konioo actually.
Oh, that's not good. And nearly losing the Oracle is not good. And a Stalker on move command might, I think, just got it on the other side of the map. And that is like not what you want.
Yeah, it's dead. The Oracle died.
That is a lot of Stalkers.
Stardock is supplying the information that Pillars is not a good map for a mineral wall.
Oh, well, today I learned.
Alright, Prism on the way for Legacy. More Void Rays being made by Konioo, going to be committed to the Void Ray play here. And another Stargate on the way.
Yes, and Do you think that, like, I don't know if the 2 Stargates, like, because I don't think he has enough Void Rays. So we check out the units tab real quick. You can see it's only like 2 Void Rays, and like there are some shield batteries, yeah, which are very nice. And there's even I think a cannon on the way, but like, I don't know, man. They're like overcharging.
Overcharge! Oh,
Maybe not.
no energy. No energy on that Nexus.
Oh, but he finally
There it
does get it, and so like things will stay alive for now, but like still it's like a lot of stalkers, dude.
Yeah,
And we do have a cannon.
Legacy has enough bank to just warping more and more.
Yeah. Like things are getting pulled. Konioo is like ready to hold the line here, but like you're giving up so much mineral time. Like get the boys back to work. He's not coming in yet.
Well,
Or maybe
the thing is, Konioo doesn't have much else to defend here until the cannons are up and running. Well, cannon and shield
True.
battery.
So let's see. Elegacy is going in for the fight. And it's like so many probes are going down. Like 4 probes already.
I like the voice was trapping up 1 probe.
That was cute.
Catches the observer. That's a really nice because that gave Elegacy a lot of good view of the high ground here.
Mm-hmm. I feel like now at this point, Konioo sort of has to go back to work. Like you got 5 Void Rays, and like you need money for cannons, and you cannot keep and more Void Rays. You cannot keep making Void Rays off of like barely any income.
Oh,
does he have to work with them? Oh, that's huge. That's honestly huge.
Catch.
I think that's gonna save Konioo from this game. Like I don't think Elegacy can really do much of anything about this Void Ray army here.
Can take a 3rd base.
Yeah, I mean, like that's
Unlike
an
Konioo.
option.
Unlike Konioo.
Konio's a little bit contained, just a wee bit.
Yeah.
As those 4 probes are having a party, before getting back to work.
But well, once Konioo has a good number of Void Rays, things might be a little different with a air attack upgrade as well.
Mm-hmm.
But that's going to be a while, and Konioo in the meantime is going to be stuck on 2 bases, and Legacy just making more probes, getting another warp prism, Twilight Council, taking up, getting some more stuff.
Yes, I like being trying to be a little bit aggressive with the Void Rays here, but just like it's so scary, especially because Elegacy is just seeing all the movement. That observer is so nice.
Yeah. Orkut M is asking if this is the first time Konioo is being held. I mean, today, yes, but not the first time ever. We have seen quite a lot of Koniyoo's game do tend to be to develop after a cannon rush is being held, to develop into some weird stuff.
So hey, Sky Toss is pretty good.
Yeah, like I said, we've had games with Konioo that developed from cannon rushes into a base trade and into what was it? It was Tempest and Carrier versus Carrier.
All right, so we're not at Tempest Carrier versus Tempest Carrier just yet, but Konioo is building quite a large air army, and I do like this plan. I hope Konioo just continues building Tempest and Carriers. Konioo needs a 3rd base is the thing. Konio's getting good upgrades. He's gonna have 1/1 for his carriers, or not his carriers, his Void Rays.
There's the probe going out.
I like it. Now you are gonna want to make some shield batteries and maybe a cannon or 2 here as well, just to help hold the line and help provide a little bit of backup for the Void Rays that are being made. But it's so scary if you're Konioo here.
Legacy getting a 4th base might as well double expand here. I don't know.
Yeah,
Legacy has almost 2k minerals right now.
Yeah, no. Elegacy's in a nice position, but I don't know if Elegacy is used to seeing a Sky Toss army. I don't think Elegacy just knows has a good approach for dealing with it. Although this is a really big army, just looking at the unit stat, that is so many stalkers.
They do have blink as well, and about to have +1 weapons, ground weapons. So gonna be a pretty strong force if Konioo is being caught out of position with the Void Rays. They have to be in a good position. They're close to shield batteries. You're gonna have to micro them pretty hard and focus fire them. And I think you kind of need to stagger your overcharge Void Ray thingy. What's it called? Prismatic alignment. You gotta make sure you use it sparingly so that you don't run out of it. So there's always some Void Rays that have it and can do a tremendous amount of damage, especially with the stalkers.
Cool. We do have a flea beacon on the way, and the armor for the Void Rays are on the way, so we're gonna have 1-1-1 here very, very soon. And I'm very curious if he's gonna get a second shield upgrade. I'm not entirely sure what the requirements are for that. That might be an idea to come soon, and that is just the Void Ray count just keeps growing.
18 Void Rays! 18 Void Rays! This is Muta level problem. Oh boy. And this is pure Void Ray. There's like nothing else. It's Void Rays and probes. That's what the Legacy has. Konioo has. Not even any observers or anything. Oh yeah, third base denied. It's a ninja third base gets denied.
Unlucky for Konioo, who really Konioo just kind of needs something here. Like he's building up a bit of a bank, and like I think maybe slow pushing with shield batteries or something. Like I don't know if this is a fight to take. Cause you kind of just like really want shield batteries, and like lots of.
Yeah. Well, Konioo does have shield batteries here, 3 of them, and they do have overcharge available. No energy on that Nexus.
Yeah, that's a good point. And you do kind of need to be able to overcharge. And so he's been chroning upgrades and like Void Rays, which is like not a terrible plan, but this is going to be.
It's very ambitious to drop against the Void Rays. But if they're not in position, they're not in position.
They're definitely not in position. That is a lot of stalkers in the main base. This is going to be a problem.
Yeah, they're being elevated. The Archons. The Void Rays are coming in though.
As they are coming in.
The Archons are actually doing splash damage. The Void Rays are slowly going down. Look at the health just drop out of them.
And that is not what you want to see. I don't know.
I don't know who to call this for, but it looks like Konioo is sort of is away from the shield battery, which is not where you want to be with the Void Rays.
Yeah, not just Konioo, just like I think his Konioo is running slightly at his Void Rays, down to 3. There's maybe 2 more here in a second, and the Cyber Core is gonna go down to 9 plus 2 weapons. So these Void Rays are gonna be a bit stuck on this tech, but like I don't know, man.
Yeah, it looks like Konioo has met their match here.
Yeah, just like letting like so many Archons get into the main base for absolutely free. As like Konioo just needed to keep slightly better track of where the army was. From Elegacy, but hey, we got like looks like we might have a series in our hands. Like I don't want to count Konioo out, but like 7,000 minerals in the bank is a bit.
Konioo does have a ninja base in the southeast corner, but that's not going to be enough. Elegacy has 4 bases and has been uncontested. Only 3 probes were lost for Elegacy this game. Yeah, this is it for Konioo for this game, and it looks like we're not going to have a complete. What do you call it when someone wins?
A sweep.
A sweep. Yeah, there we go. That's the word I was looking for.
GG.
GG is called. We have ourselves a sideways 1-1. Konioo can bleed.
Konioo can indeed bleed. Starduck saying you need Storm versus Mass Void. Do you though?
Apparently not.
Yeah, apparently not.
Not when you have 4 bases.
And a bunch of Archons.
Yeah.
What a weird fight that was. What a weird game. What's the next map? We should probably figure that out. Oh, it's a good question. That's Konioo's pick.
Yep. I'm not sure you understand the concept. I'm not sure you ever chose a map. Seems to be undefeated, at least today.
Yeah. Yeah, but it looks like has he lost a map? Yeah, no, he hasn't lost a map today, I don't think. Yeah, no, 2-0, 2-0.
Today, no.
Until now. Like,
yeah. So it's gonna be as our third map.
I like it. I like it. It's a pretty good.
As Starduck is pointing out, at some point, Konioo did target on their own shield battery there. Right, everyone is ready. Let's get to it. Double check on the races, and we're fine.
Yes, and we are loading in. I am very excited. We don't get another map checked off the map bingo, but regardless, this is a very good map. I cannot wait to see what Konioo and Elegacy have for us.
Now, Starduck did comment that the mineral wall there, mineral wall cannon rush, does work on Lightshade. So let's see if Konioo tries it here.
That's a good point. I forgot about that.
And of all people, you know, Starduck would know, as the duck of the stars, and the connoisseur of cannon rushes himself. But enough about that. We are on LE, the deathiest of all the maps. We're in the northwest corner of the map, currently sideways 1-1 against the reigning SDO champion, our Blue Protoss, all the way from Argentina, representing Legion of Damnation or something. Our Blue Protoss is Elegacy.
And in the bottom right-hand corner, it is everyone's favorite cannon connoisseur, hailing from Poland, Konioo.
Nicegamer is like, I didn't know Konioo was beatable.
Yes, he does bleed. Konioo does bleed.
Yeah. All right. It's gonna be a good old-fashioned cannon rush here.
Nice job by Konioo to get the wall up. Tried to go for a bit of a bigger area, but wasn't quite able to get it up.
This is the same positioning Konioo did against Nicegamer, I think.
Yes, it is the exact same positioning. And will he get another gateway? It looks like he will, but you can't lose that probe.
It looks like Konioo doesn't really care what race the other player is. Just where the cannons go on the map, that's the important bit.
Exactly. Oh no, Konioo, please. All right. Losing a probe, but getting another pylon up. And these and with the zealot out.
It does have a probe here. Snaking in. Whoop. There is high ground vision. The zealot will go down.
The pylon doesn't go down. These cannons on the high ground are going to go. Well, this is like not looking good for Elegacy. He's going to try and focus down the pylon and really get it.
There's another so close. Going up there. So, well, it's actually a cannon on the high ground. So.
Yes, I think he's finally building an extra cannon, but like these cannons go.
The pylon has 5 health points.
That's unfair.
Okay, there you go. Now it goes down, but there's another pylon.
Perfect timing.
I see. 2 minutes 40 seconds.
It's Konioo doing SDO any percent here.
This is. I think what was the fastest game? I think it was like a minute 50 or something. It was like a super Bane bust or so, or
Romanticide. Have we had Romanticide today?
Yes, we did.
I
believe it was. Yeah, I believe it was the first map being picked after Submarine in the first series.
Right. Regardless,
I wouldn't try. I don't know how I remember that, but and I don't trust that memory, but apparently I remember that.
Oh well, hey, nice job remembering that. Still a very exciting game.
Assuming I remember incorrectly.
Yes. Now, Romanticide is not the worst cannon rush map, in my opinion.
Let's see. Let's see how that works.
Just like as a Zergg, I get cannon rushed here.
I mean, so, Konioo is going to cannon rush, so we'll see how it works.
Yes, I am excited and intrigued. I want to see if Konioo does the same spot that the people who I face when they cannon rush do. Now, of course, I play Zergg and Konioo is playing a Protoss here, and so it's like it's not the same matchup. But I'm just curious to see if there'll be any similarities between.
Well, we've already established that Konioo doesn't care what race is playing against.
Oh, true, true.
All right, everyone, welcome once more to Romanticide, where love goes to die. We're in the southeast corner of the map. Counting down 1 in this best of 5 series, all the way from the lands of Argentina, representing Legion of Damnation or something. Our blue Protoss is Elegacy.
And in the upper left-hand corner, in the green, hailing from Poland, give it up for the cannon connoisseur himself, Konioo.
Konioo working on the 3-pit. Konioo, and it is a 4th gold medal, by the way. Just 2 of them are in succession.
Nice, nice. Now this is a very interesting spot where you get the. Oh, he doesn't get the wall up. Oh, that is super unlucky.
Well, there's another probe coming in though, but Elegacy is on top of that, not letting, not giving Konioo enough space there.
Konioo is
on anything.
He gets 1 cannon up, but like he loses his probe. That is like actually, this is not looking good for Konioo today. The cannon's going to have to be cancelled. Oh, it's a kill, not a cancel. And the Nexus already on the way from Elegacy. That just feels a bit greedy to me.
I mean, yeah, if you know that your opponent went with the cannon rush, so they don't have any units, it's not like they can come in and punish your Nexus anytime soon. So
True.
Yeah, True is definitely not available to punish Nexus.
I keep bringing it up.
That was 2 very in close succession. I couldn't just ignore that.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that. We do get more cannons are going up, and another probe is in here. Let's go, lads. We got more cannons being built right next to the cyber core. And as long as you don't lose the probe, I think Konioo ends
when I say it ends.
Yes, so this probe fleeing for their life from the bajillion probes chasing it, which is not an ideal scenario. Oh, and another pylon goes up. I love it.
Yeah, we thought the cannon rush was over, but Konioo is bringing it back.
Never say die. Oh, he loses almost. That sucker has to have like nearly 0 HP. The probe,
the probes are feeling it.
Man, probes, I love it.
Oh man.
What a game this is. It's like so many probes going down, and Konoo's just like continuing like, yeah, let's cannon rush low ground too. What are you gonna do about it?
I love when the Konioo is so good at this that even when the cannon rush fails, it doesn't necessarily fail.
Exactly. It gets another cannon on the low ground, which is nice.
Now advancing through the low ground into the natural.
Yes. Cannon every base. And an immortal out. Ooh, that's a bit scary for, your Konioo fans out there.
Yeah, but there's no shield battery, so it's going to be a while before it kills 4 cannons or 5 cannons. Alright, it's waddling its way to the natural base, where it can actually do some damage. Oh no, but it's in range of 2 cannons.
And you really only want to be putting 1 cannon at a time here if you are Elegacy.
And Elegacy doesn't really have the time to let the shields charge. Oh, the probes are gonna finish the job. These probes are so brave.
And man, those probes, man, they really know what's up. And it's gonna like, oh, it's gonna be so close. Oh, it has like 17 HP. That's like barely anything. More probes are being sent out. Is that a probe on the main map? I see.
Oh,
Yes,
it's another immortal out for Elegacy. So now it's 2 immortals dealing with this. Oh, they have a line on that pylon. It's not going to depower anything, but something.
Yes, and the 2 immortals, I just think it's like slightly too much steel. Maybe Fusel's focus fired. Oh, they're so low.
I guess it needs to micro like a god.
9 and 41 HP. Man, what a weird game.
Oh, Konioo is just gonna sneak in probes and kill the immortals from the back. It's okay. So Legacy holds. Basically, the cannon rush, even if the cannons aren't cleaned up, at least it's not doing any damage here. The probes almost sneaks in. Legacy does not let it.
Yeah, no, really nice job by Legacy to stay on top of killing these probes here. And it looks like this will finally be cleaned up, and Konioo will have to play somewhat of macro game, but like, what a weird game we're in. It's units-wise, like, and like relatively even probe counts, and we got, you know, of course, a Stargate and another natural on the way. I'm curious if we'll get an earlier +1 weapons this time around. Is my big question.
The thing is, can a Legacy rush Konioo right now and do something? Because the Immortals are very low in health and they don't have any backup. It's not like they have prison to back them up, to drop them. So a Legacy can't really punish Konioo and prevent Konioo from just advancing and macroing up. So, you know, our green Protoss Cannon Rusher is actually going to have a chance to make Void Rays and get into their comfort zone again.
Yes, with Void Rays being chronoed out, a natural base on the way, +1's probably not too far behind for these Void Rays. And Konoo's just like in their comfort zone. Konioo, although the Observer is going to see everything here, which is not ideal, but there isn't really a way to stop it because you don't have detection when going Stargate, and like getting a whole robo for Observers is expensive.
And this time Konioo did not get a cannon at home like they did in the previous games. And it's only one Stargate so far.
Yeah, so far I feel
two
like
Stargates that Konioo had in the previous game.
Yeah, no, here we go. Well, now we're getting the second Stargate, and then getting natural gases, and so we just keep pumping units here out of Konioo and just like need to not die. Like I would really like to see some cannons and shield batteries here just defensively, just to like make sure you don't die, make sure that nothing happens here to Konioo, and maybe even get a third base.
This time Konioo actually sends a couple of Void Rays out on the map instead of sitting at home and just building a number of Void Rays. There's going to be some harassment potential here, but there's a lot of Stalkers for a Legacy. Oh no! This is I like that. Kind of trying to hide on the pillar, but no. GG is called. A Legacy brings it back to a sideways 2-2, and we have an ace match. Oh, look at that! Our next map is going to be Jagannatha.
Jagannatha. So I'm excited.
It's only Oxide that is not going to be seen today here.
Poor Oxide, always getting the short end of the stick.
Yeah, we're not going to. We have an oxygen deficiency today.
Unfortunately, but hey, we've got a very exciting ace match for you guys today.
Someone actually bringing Konioo to the ace match here.
Yeah.
It's pretty good achievement.
Really well done.
Everybody's ready. Let's get to it.
Yes, I am excited to see what Konioo does. Is going to be, what do you think? Over under?
What do you mean what Konioo does? Konioo going to cannon rush. Why is that the question?
Yeah, no, but like, yeah. Mostly so, like, where do they cannon rush? Because, like, do you cannon rush behind the middle line on the low ground? Do you, like, try and go for a high ground, like, pylon wall up cannon rush? Do you go for, like, behind the mineral line? There are a couple of options you have. You can go for, like, something really far away and, like, push in with, like, void rays.
CDTs.
Couple of options.
Konioo is going to mix it up. It's going to be proxy DTs. That's my gamble. It's a gamble. I've not thought this through, but it is a gamble. As we are on Yakarta, LE. We're in the southwest corner of the map, bringing the current reigning champion all the way to the ace match. Currently sideways 2-2 in this final match of today's Sea Duckling Open, the number 93. All the way from the land of Argentina. It is Elegacy.
And in the upper right-hand corner, not building a forge first. It is the Polish Protoss player, Konioo.
Alrighty.
And so, you know, my bet of it's going to be a cannon rush, but where, has turned out false. And so now, you know, you've still got a good chance of being like, oh, it's going to be proxy DTs. But man, this is a weird one. Oh, Elegacy just must be searching. This is such a good meta play.
What's going on? 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 It's like a...
it's a standard game.
It's like an abused dog or something, just waiting for the shoe to drop. So frightening. You're like,
Yes, poor Elegacy just like is totally expecting cannon rush, and then
I think it was Konioo that did the fake. Was it Konioo that did the fake cannon rush?
Yeah, he did. Like, he pulled 4 probes. And
No, not today. Not today. I think it was in a different. I think it was the last SDO. I think, or maybe I'm confusing it with Vavin.
Maybe.
I think I may be confusing with another player who just cannon rushed and then they did a fake cannon rush. Yeah, I think it was Vavin that I'm confusing with. You know, all these Polish Protoss look the same to me.
Yeah, I mean, well, they're both cannon rushing, so it's basically the same player.
No, Vavin is a lot more solid.
Fair enough.
Not as cannon rushing as Konioo. I would say not as obsessed with cannons as Konioo is.
Fair enough. Now, he does cancel upon. I was gonna say maybe let that finish for a bit of vision, but we do have adepts heading across the map for Konioo, which is a very, very big change of pace, and especially considering, oh no, will the stalkers catch the adepts? That's like the opposite of good. Which would be bad.
That's the opposite of good.
Yes.
I think my level of vocabulary is contagious.
Sometimes, and it gets the wall off. I was going to say, because Elegacy didn't wall off at the beginning of the game, you have to invest so many resources into not losing all your probes to 2 adepts. And at the same time, a couple of problems are going to be caused because it's a stalker sentry on the other side of the map. That's not necessarily what you want to see.
Yeah, well, that's a couple of stalkers coming out from for Konioo, so it's not going to be the end of the world. The adepts don't really manage to get into Elegacy's base on the other side of the map. Elegacy manages to get the sentry. It's a really good catch. Not letting that build up energy to use for force fields later. Pretty good. Pretty good.
Yes. And the adepts are going home and they do see it, right? Yes, they see the pylon. What's it called? Yes, and the proxy.
No, it does. So Konioo catches the proxy. It's not going to go up. But it's a lot of stalkers running around here.
And Konioo getting a shield battery at home with there's so many stalkers. You are right. This is buying so much time. Konioo is really loving these adepts. They're really getting
a lot of value there. Get the probe at least. Go on, adept.
And 3 more stalkers warping in. Gonna clean up this adept by the looks of it. as the stalkers are wandering across the map.
So Elegacy has 10, 11, 12 stalkers. Konioo has 8 stalkers and an adept. An immortal is on the way. Shield batteries at home. Enough energy for overcharge. So Konioo should be holding this without much problem.
By the looks of it, yeah, you know, Konioo just has to be a little worried. Like, don't go too far out.
I think that's too far out.
Maybe get back in time, and now there's an immortal here, able to focus down all these attacks. Oh, that just looks so good.
Yeah. Konioo is going to be holding this fantastically. His second immortal is almost finished. And Konioo will be in a great position to counter damage.
And
Kind of has to do.
I mean, like, he's in such a good position. Like, he's got, like, a decent
Wait.
lead.
Konioo is the one who has 2 Nexa, and Elegacy is behind on...
Yeah, you know, this is weird. Like, Konioo is just, like,
what's going on?
Again.
I was blown away by that information when it enters my brain.
Yeah, it took a bit to process. We're like, wait a second, Konioo's playing a macro game.
Got immortals, got stalkers, even making observers. What's going on here?
Good question. He's even getting a forge for upgrades. Oh my gosh, I'm loving this.
But you say for upgrades, but maybe this is the long con. This is it's gonna be a cannon rush from here. It's mid-game cannon rush.
The 7-minute cannon rush. I love it.
That works quite still there, by the way.
I mean, yeah. And it will be really nice for Warpins, but like I feel like Elegacy, like taking the third base is the correct play here. But now Konioo just like has to go push. But first these adepts gotta be cleaned up, and that is not what you want to see. 2 adepts killing so many probes, 4 already, more are gonna go down.
Konioo still hiding workers, so this is not the worst situation here.
It is indeed true. It isn't the worst situation. Konioo still's got that worker lead. He's still got like a good army. I feel like if Konioo pushes right now, he'll be in a very nice spot.
Yeah, Twilight Council is on the way. It's about to be finished. +1 weapons is starting. Elegacy catches the move out though. Elegacy is very good. Getting a third base.
And
I don't know if I can all that.
That scares me, honestly. That third base might end up killing Elegacy, E-Legacy, just because like I don't think he can defend it. And if E-Legacy tries to defend it, I feel like that might just end the game here.
Yeah. Not a lot of force fields for Konioo, maybe 1 or 2. So you know, it's not like they can just block the path here and kill the third without getting an engagement. Elegacy does have a couple of stalkers in Konioo's base, but there's an immortal and stalkers that defend. The Warp Prism!
That is like the biggest part of the rush. This rush just lost so much power, but you can't reinforce anymore. And the super battery coming out of Elegacy. This looks like it's going to be a really nice fight here.
What a fumble for Konioo here.
Especially because like 2 of the immortals weren't shooting for the majority of that fight. That's just like extra bad. Recalling out, I'm gonna save most of that army, which is really nice, but
yeah, but you see, Konioo is getting a third base. Kill the Legacy's third base, so making sure that Konioo has the headedness of the economy, while still taking the immortal. So you know, got a nice defensive position. The Legacy can't really punish Konioo at this moment.
For sure.
We're getting a bit of a break here for some reason. Not sure why.
Yeah, not entirely sure why.
School is out. We're not at school anymore.
All right, school did end for the day, so I don't know. Maybe Konioo has to switch rooms or something. Like, all right, so I'm no longer in school, so I have to like go bring the laptop upstairs or something.
Yeah. Mom, I'm playing video games with my friends.
Resumed.
Well, regardless of what it is, it does get going again.
I don't need punch, I need cannons.
Yes, and I feel like with the faster third base of Konioo,
I don't need chicken soup. I'm getting blink.
Yes, +1 does finish 2, which is really nice. Now, if +2 gets started relatively quickly, I feel like Konioo would have a really, really nice +2 timing.
Yeah. There it is, starting.
Hey, there we go.
5 immortals. That's the count right now for Konioo. This is a nice, strong, beefy army there for Konioo. It's Elegacy just basically stuck here. Elegacy can't really do anything on the other side of the map. There's nothing, no tech available for harassment, no Stargates. Not even Adepts can do anything at this point. No Warp Prism to drop. Look, Elegacy does have the higher worker count, even though Konioo got the earlier Nexus. Why is everyone on move command? Split the damn thing. It's just one zealot.
Okay, no, everyone has to take the turn getting their barrier triggered. Just so, it's fair.
It's just like, it looked like the Immortals are moving like in a line and the zealots high-fiving them.
Yes, that's exactly it. The one thing that does worry me for Konioo is he's not going to have any Archons. And Archons are pretty good. And maybe he can go into Disruptors, but...
What? Yeah, we're going to have double robotics facility. Wait, did you get robotics bay? There's no robotics bay, right?
I don't see one.
No.
I also don't see any place to make Archons, whereas Elegacy's he's tempo archives, you got some high tempo warping in, maybe get Archons on the way here pretty soon. And I feel like Elegacy's just in a nice position.
I don't know yet. Konioo does have the bigger army, the better upgrades, plus it's about to finish. Got the blink as well, which Elegacy does not have. Elegacy does have charge. So there's the potential for charge lot flanks against the army and drops. Now that Elegacy has a Warp Prism of their own, let's see, where is it? It is going... it's just patrolling in the middle of the map for some reason.
Oh, you're right, that's really weird. Interesting position for things to be, and this fight is engaging here. That is so many Immortals and Hallucinated Colossus is just a nice touch.
Yeah. Oh, and the blink forward, gonna catch all the Archons, and Elegacy's army is completely cleaned out, and Konioo barely lost anything. Even the Hallucinated Colossus is still alive. This...
Hallucinated Disruptor or two just for good measure, and Konioo is really having a good time here. The +2 weapon versus +0 is just really almost decisive, too decisive.
There's a charge lot run by here for Elegacy in Konioo's natural base, but it's going to get cleaned up. It's not going to be doing too much damage. While Konioo cleaned up the third base, 22 probes dead for Elegacy. There's the charge lot wall. Not a lot of units can deal with that right now. This is actually very dangerous for Konioo.
Man, those charge lots are doing so much damage, so much death and destruction here from Konioo's army. But still, Stalkers blink forward, get the Immortal, and still 2 Immortals versus just Stalkers. That's not a trade you really want.
Yeah, they're gonna tank some damage here. 2 Immortals still alive, one of them is very low in health. But Konioo already did the damage that they wanted to do. Elegacy is now stuck on 2 bases. Konioo got a 4th base while this was going on. And yeah, in a really great position. Even if he loses this army, there's another army ready. And Elegacy is so low on army supply right now. It's just this Immortal and the Zealots, and that's it.
Yeah. They got a Warp Prism in the main, warping in a massive amount of Zealots here for Elegacy. And getting a Disruptor too, that's really nice. But I don't know, man. There's just so much...
Konioo is warping in slow lots. At all.
Normal things.
Yeah.
With...
Normal lots. Lots.
Normal lots. I love it, but still, that's this almost 100 supply difference. Elegacy, he is fighting, but Konioo just, I don't know, he's in such a good position. Maybe, I don't think Elegacy knows how far ahead Konioo is. So we've got Disruptor's large Stalker army, and eesh.
Elegacy does know about the 4th base. That's for sure. Look at this army. And now Charge is about to finish for Konioo, and plus 3 weapons is more than halfway done. And there are real disruptors this time, not fake ones, with this army. And now with that AoE damage available for Konioo, charge lots are going to be much less of a problem.
Exactly, and especially like considering that like the highest tech unit Elegacy has is going to be Archons, which are pretty good. Don't get me wrong.
You say highest tech; it's also the lowest tech unit that Elegacy has right now. Elegacy has 1 Immortal and 6 Archons. That's the army. I don't think that's going to be enough. The Immortal goes down.
And these things aren't looking great. That is such a big army. The Archons aren't even in position.
Disruptors won't even be needed here, I think. Well, the Archons get recalled into the main base and they come on down here, 1 by 1. They can take care of the charge lots, but not of all these Disruptors and Stalkers. This is just... I think, yeah, Konioo has a 3rd championship. Well, 4th championship, 3rd championship in a row.
Damn, well played.
First, the last champion of 2020, the first champion of 2021.
Really well done. Konioo, GG. That was a very, very interesting game. And like Konioo just like the ultimate mind game. Cannon rush every single game. Cannon rush all 4, like leading up to the series. Cannon rushing every game in the series except for the last one.
And match, just play a standard macro game and win by good macro.
Yes.
The greatest cheese is not to cheese at all.
Exactly. What a way to end the series too. That was just very, very fun.
What a dangerous player Konioo is. So now he's like, wait, you can macro too? Damn.
He's really leveling up his power here.
What do we do against this? All right, everyone. Thank you all for joining us today. Thank you, mLty, for joining me today. It was a lot of fun casting with you.
I've had a good time.
Yeah, it was a really fun tournament we had here today. Some really hype players. Yeah, congratulations to Konioo again. If you want to support more of what we do here on the CranKy Ducklings, ! Patreon in chat will send you to our Patreon page. Go ahead and pledge to support us. If you pledge to support with $5 or more, you get access to our subscribers-only Discord channel and replay packs from the many tournaments we are organizing and or participating in, like Grand Platypus Open, Biweekly, and the Latin American tournaments. Yeah, get that. It's very good. Also, you get to hang out with us, so why not do that?
Exactly.
Yeah, mLty, tell the people at home where they can find more of you.
You can follow me on Twitch and Twitter at mLtySC, spelled mLtysc. I cast StarCraft and I'll like I mostly shitpost on Twitter, but like occasionally I'll actually cast StarCraft and like stream it if I do, I'll tweet about it. But yeah, no, so thank you so much for having me on. I really appreciate it. And so when can we see you next time? When's the next time that the CranKy Ducklings are doing an event?
Question. Blizzard API is broken again, so GPO, Grand Platypus Open, is probably going to keep on going. It's going to be the one tournament we can actually continue doing. Thanks, Blizzard. Hopefully they'll fix the crap up properly.
Fingers crossed.
I'm just trying to buy time to open my calendar, and I forgot where my link was. Yeah, we have Sentimental Latino in 10.5 hours. It's going to be
no, we don't. Sorry.
What?
Sorry. Kuro was just saying Sentimental Latino is not happening this week, so GPO is the next event.
Okay. So we have Grand Platypus Open, which is tomorrow at a time of your choosing. I think it's 5 p.m. KST. Maybe live. Yes? Question mark. I'm good at numbers.
I don't know.
Yeah, Grand Platypus Open, which is open to anyone from the Southeast Asia and Oceania regions. Exclamation point GPO in chat will send you to the challenge link, where you can see if you are eligible to play. There are no league restrictions, just regional restrictions. Hope to see you there. Stick around, because we are about to raid some other StarCraft 2 related channel. So stick around and give them some love, as much love as you give here. Thank you all for joining us. Have a great weekend. Play the game. Enjoy the game. I won't, because it's an awful game and I hate it and I don't play it. But you don't have to take my example. You do you. Enjoy it. Get good and prosper. Goodbye.